Today's big stories are on Eyewitness News.
This Memorial Day is looking really good. We finally have some stunning weather for you. I'll have your forecast.
And coming up, we are live in South Windsor, where the community is dealing with the tragic death of 2 teens killed in a car crash. What the school is doing to help students through the grieving process. And then, while we're remembering those who lost their lives serving our country, lawmakers are pushing to protect them. What they're doing to address a sex assault scandal that has rocked our nation's military. Eyewitness News this morning starts right now.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning. Now, Channel 3 early morning weather.
Happy Memorial Day. You're taking a live look through our iCam above Hartford. The holiday weekend, it started out a little bit shaky, but yesterday was not too bad, and today I think is going to be even better. Meteorologist Mike Cameron is standing by with a check on today's weather forecast. Mike,
you know, Olessa, we were promising good weather, right? You know,
yes,
and we got it. We got it. It's a little cold out there this morning, though. It's cold enough that in some areas there might even be some patchy frost. Our neighborhood weather. Most of these places, like New Britain, East Haven, Farmington, Groton, where we're sampling, low to mid-40s, no problems with frost. It's been Litchfield County we've been concerned about, and there's still a frost advisory through 8 o'clock in the morning this morning. So, indeed, yeah, that's where we're seeing those temperatures in the mid, even some low 30s. Salisbury coming in at 33. So I hope you covered up your plants. You might want to rush out and do it now because you got a couple more hours where temperatures are going to be about this cold before it starts to get warm again, and maybe you kind of get there right before any damage would happen. But after that, just really a great day. So it's cold and bright this morning as part of your weather headlines on this Memorial Day. If you're going to the parades today, it's still going to be cool enough. You're probably going to want the jacket with you because we'll have readings anywhere around 55 to 62. From the start of a lot of these parades, which usually start between 9, 10, 10:30, something like that. And then oftentimes you see these things wrapping up around noon. And then once we get into the afternoon, it's warm enough for just short sleeves. So we're expecting a really nice finish to this Monday. Early morning pinpoint Doppler, quiet, take a break on that one. And as we take a look at the satellite and the radar, the storm that brought us all of that weather over the last several days is now pushing to the east. High pressures building in from the west. Clear skies abound, and that's why we're expecting a great day across Connecticut. Here is our view of Hartford, and the skyline is looking great. You can see downtown Waterbury, all is quiet and dry, and a beautiful moonshot here out of Hartford. Wonderful start to your early Monday morning. Your forecast then as we head through today. 9 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures are in the low 50s. By the afternoon, 72 to 73 between the shoreline and inland sections. And that's done with a lot of sunshine. It's looking really, really nice for today. Tomorrow, slightly better because it's going to be slightly warmer. We'll talk about that coming up. Also coming up, some people have lost their pets. We're going to be showing you a few lost dogs as well. Olessa.
Mike, thank you. And we now turn to a tragic story out of South Windsor. Counselors will be available for grieving teens this morning as police continue to investigate this weekend's deadly car crash in South Windsor. The crash on Abbey Road killed 2 teenagers while seriously injuring 3 others. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland is on your side in South Windsor with all the details.
Good morning. Well, you can see the grieving process well underway here in South Windsor as this roadside memorial here on Abbey Road continues to grow. To help, the Vernon Youth Services Bureau will have support staff available this morning. Also, counselors will be available tomorrow at both Rockville and East Windsor high schools. With their flashlights out, 2 South Windsor police officers go over the scene of Saturday's deadly crash off Abbey Road. As police investigate, friends and family continue to mourn the 2 young lives lost. This was the scene Sunday night, a roadside prayer service to remember the victims. Some lit candles, others brought balloons, many left behind fresh-cut flowers.
Heartbreaking. It's one of the most devastating things that could have ever happened. He was such a great person. He was just graduating this year, and he just turned 18, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and he had it planned out.
It's been an emotional past 2 days as friends and family gather. About 100 showed up at the crash site Sunday night to remember the victims. 18-year-old Matthew Massey of Vernon, along with 15-year-old Brooke Wormstead of East Windsor.
It shows me how much Brooke was loved, but I know how much Brooke was loved. Brooke was loved by her family, and she was loved by her friends.
Injured were 16-year-old Megan Barnaby of East Windsor, along with 19-year-old Sarah Ballard and 17-year-old Christina Hupp, both of South Windsor. Police tell us the driver of the SUV went off Abbey Road, hitting trees and landing in a grassy area. Police believe speed may have been a factor. And neighbors tell us crashes on this stretch are nothing new.
This is the fourth accident now in 10 years where police and ambulances and, the whole, everything had to respond.
Again, support will be available for anyone who needs it from 10 to noon today at the Vernon Youth Services Bureau. Also, as for the investigation, it's continuing to be headed up by the Metro Traffic Services and the South Windsor Police Department. We're on your side in South Windsor. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you. And new this morning, Plainfield police say they're investigating a one-way crash. It happened on Norwich Road around 7 o'clock last night. This is a picture sent to us by police. Authorities say the car flipped into a tree after the driver, 29-year-old Benjamin Audette, hit a curb, crossed the center line, and struck a stone wall. Police say Audette was ejected from the car. He was transported to the hospital to be treated for injuries. There's no word yet on his condition. Anyone with information on the crash should call Plainfield Police. And state police are investigating a deadly wrong-way crash on I-84 in West Hartford. It happened early Sunday morning, and they say 46-year-old Manny Lamb of Waterbury was driving westbound in the eastbound lane around 1:30 a.m. when his Honda Accord slammed into a pickup truck driven by 20-year-old Christian Romero of West Hartford. Romero was killed, and Lamb is suffering from serious injuries. Anyone with information is being asked to call state police. The name of the man killed in an officer-involved shooting in Ridgefield has been identified as 75-year-old John Veluzzo. Veluzzo, a decorated Korean War vet, was also the founder and president of the Military Museum of Southern New England in Danbury. State police are defending their actions. They say local officers responded to his home on Friday night for a possible domestic dispute. They found Veluzzo armed with a handgun in the front yard. According to troopers, Veluzzo pointed the gun at police, forcing them to open fire. And we now know the name of the victim in that suspicious death in Sterling. He's 40-year-old Marcus Brisbane of Wethersfield. Police say he was found dead in his car yesterday after a minor car crash along Route 14A. But troopers say the victim's chest injury was not related to the crash. Investigators say some sort of verbal dispute took place causing Brisbane's injury. An autopsy will be done on Tuesday. And a home severely damaged after a fire broke out in East Haddam. The homeowner was startled and sprung out of bed to the sound of shattering glass. The family managed to escape the flames, but one person had to be treated at the hospital for smoke inhalation. A parked car in the driveway was also badly burned, and now state police and the East Haddam Fire Marshal are looking into the cause of the fire. Happening today, a 21-gun salute is scheduled for noon at the Naval Submarine Base in New London. Organizers say the ceremony is all about taking a moment to honor the men and women who lost their lives serving in the armed forces. As part of a Memorial Day, other American military bases around the world will be holding similar events. And what's better than a Memorial Day parade? Several are taking place today all across the state. In Middletown, a parade is set to kick off at 10 o'clock this morning. Main Street will be closed between Spring Street and Union Street. Pleasant Street will be closed between Main Street and South Main Street, and access to Route 9 and the Aragoni Bridge will remain open. So definitely get out there and try to enjoy the weather at these parades. It's not supposed to be that bad out today. Coming up, as we pause to remember those who lost their lives while serving in the armed forces. Lawmakers are pushing to protect them from a preventable tragedy. And then a student facing serious charges after police find homemade bombs tucked away in his bedroom, where he planned to attack and where he got his inspiration.
On your side with Hannah Daniels, only on Eyewitness News. The Volvo pre-model year-end sell-down is here. The Connecticut Volvo dealers beat everyone by bringing you amazingly low year-end sell-down prices now. We've lowered payments on all 2013s to make room for the 2014s, which means you can enjoy the luxury of the S60 sedan for just $279 a month, or the XC60 T6 SUV with all-wheel drive, only $399 a month, and the new full-size 7-passenger XC90 is just $439 a month, or get 0% financing. Get these low payments while they last during the pre-model year-end sell-down at your local Connecticut Volvo retailer.
Scott Haney back at Middlebury Consignment. Trust me, before you buy anywhere else, do yourself a favor and check out this amazing place. It's about great buys all day, every day. Middlebury Consignment, and a whole lot more. Come spend the day.
There's never been an effective treatment for cellulite. Until now. Dr. Stanley Foster introduces cellulase. It treats the underlying cause to virtually eliminate cellulite. And Dr. Stanley Foster is the first board-certified plastic surgeon in New England to offer it. Just look at the results. Finally, a real treatment for cellulite. Call today or see our new video at drstanleyfoster.com.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, contact Agent Michael Silberberg in Madison or Chris Gambardella in Stratford today.
Looking for the right place to sell your gold, diamond, silver, or coins? Well, I've been there, and thankfully I found that the Diamond Gold Connection in Hartford is the place to get an honest quote. No games, straight talk, and they'll even advise you as to other ways to liquidate your unwanted goods. And the best part is I got to meet Boo.
Boo says, whether buying or selling coins or silver jewelry, the Diamond Gold Connection is simply the best. Visit Boo at the Diamond Gold Connection, 92 Weston Street, Hartford.
Make your afternoon better.
Don't worry, when you see this, it'll all be cleaned up and edited.
Better family.
I feel so tired.
Better home.
Yep, that's what we're going to do.
Better food.
It's all good therapy.
For the best of Connecticut, it's Better Connecticut.
That's very funny.
Weekdays at 3 on Channel 3.
What are we looking at? No clue.
As America takes a moment to remember the military members who have given their lives in defense of our country, many lawmakers are dealing with the defense of our soldiers. They're pushing to protect soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines who have been the victims of sexual assault while serving their country. Tara Mergener has the story from Washington, D.C.
The Obama administration made sexual assault crimes a front and center topic during speeches to the future leaders of the military this weekend. On Friday, President Obama took up the issue at the Naval Academy graduation.
We have to be determined to stop these crimes because they've got no place in the greatest military on earth.
And Saturday, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel delivered the same message to the Army at the U.S. Military Academy.
This scourge must be stamped out. We're all accountable and responsible for ensuring that this happens. We cannot fail the Army or America.
West Point cadets have seen firsthand the damage that sexual assault inflicts on military personnel. 2 weeks ago, Sergeant First Class Michael McClendon, a staff officer at the Military Academy, was charged with secretly filming female cadets in the showers and bathroom.
Congress is also taking up the issue with legislation that would crack down on offenders and prohibit commanders from overturning sexual assault convictions.
What has to happen here is legislation to ensure that we can take the reporting out of the chain of command.
The bill would also punish military members found guilty of sexual assault with dismissal or a dishonorable discharge.
Commanders who allow this to continue to flourish, quite frankly, should be fired.
A bipartisan group of female senators have announced plans to introduce a similar bill. Tara Mergener, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Now to the latest on the devastation in Oklahoma. Today marks 1 week since the deadly tornado touched down and tore up the town of Moore. Yesterday, President Obama spent the day meeting with victims and surveying the damage. He reassured residents that the government would be with them every step of the way. The tornado took the lives of 24 people, including 10 children. Thousands of homes and buildings were also destroyed.
Now, Channel 3 early warning weather.
Well, good morning. Happy Monday, and I hope you're setting up to have a very nice Memorial Day. It looks like weather-wise it's setting up to be pretty good. Let's take a look first outside with our iCam over Hartford, and you can see that the dawning of a new day is just starting to happen this morning. It's rather cold out there this morning, I have to tell you. We do have temperatures running in the 30s in some areas. I wanted to show you, for instance, in the Northwest Hills. Here is Botel at Norfolk, and you can see we've got a temperature of 36. And there are other areas slightly even colder than that. And believe it or not, at 36 degrees, you can get frost because very often we're measuring these temperatures 3, 4, 5 feet above the ground. And when you're right near the ground, at the ground, and some of those surfaces that compose the ground, those can get slightly colder than the official temperature. So we're expecting a little bit of frost. And you know what? It's too cold for this guy to be out missing. This is Bella. Last seen around Main Street in Newington. If you know anything about this cutie here, call Vanessa, 203-675-1997. And make sure that Vanessa gets her little one back. The cold air's here, the warm air's to the southwest. The separation between the two is going to be our next weather maker. So today's going to be great. Tomorrow's going to be really good as well. By Wednesday, the warm air wants to get here, and the leading edge to that, some showers and thunderstorms you're seeing ongoing here. In fact, a very good big complex of thunderstorms working through Omaha, Nebraska right now. Those nighttime storms are very common in the midsection of the country during this time of the morning. So as this mass of moisture gets here, we do expect to see scattered showers and thunderstorms here Wednesday, maybe even Wednesday night and into Thursday morning early. So we do have some unsettled weather on the horizon that then leads to some warmer air. But today is going to be wonderful. In fact, that symbol is wrong. I'll have to reprogram because our symbol for today is partly to mostly sunny, and it's going to be dry. Just a light breeze out there. 73 in Hartford and Middletown, low 70s along the shoreline, upper 60s to near 70 across the Northwest Hills this afternoon, so much better than right now with the frosty conditions. And northeastern Connecticut, low 70s this afternoon. If you're going to the parades this morning again, though, you're going to want the jacket because it is chilly out there for the morning. Then overnight tonight, not quite as cold, mid-40s across the Hartford area, down along the shoreline about 50, lower 40s northeast, northwest across the hill country of Connecticut. So it's looking even good tonight. Our early morning futurecast tomorrow's weather today is showing through noon and into the afternoon, a partly to mostly sunny sky, not a cloud in there at all, at least according to the model. You might have a few puffy clouds in the afternoon sky, but not many. It's going to be a really nice day after this weekend, which was just so cold and rainy to start. It really is going to be a nice finish to it. Now, as we take a look at your early morning 7-day forecast into tomorrow, a little bit better than today if you like the warmer weather. We're going to see readings anywhere from 77 inland to 72 along the shoreline. Then on Wednesday, there are those clouds and showers and thunderstorms we're talking about. That's a warm front, and it does bring in more humid air by the end of Wednesday, and we'll see temperatures again in the 70s during the day on Wednesday. Thursday is when it really starts to get warm around here, mid-80s at least. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're anticipating highs in the upper 80s, close to 90 inland, and right around 80 along the shoreline.
It's hard to believe we're going to have 90 on Friday when it's 40 right now.
I know. And you know, Whiteface Mountain, New York, which is one of the higher peaks of the Adirondacks, had 34 inches of snow this weekend.
This weekend?
This from that storm. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Things could be worse.
I know, right? So, and it's just such, and then we're talking about 90 degrees here.
I know. Well, I mean, it is almost June.
Yeah, well, you know what? It keeps meteorologists employed.
That's why we've had you here for the last 3 days. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. Eyewitness News is everywhere across America. A high school student in Albany, Oregon is facing attempted murder charges after police say he planned to blow up his own school with homemade bombs. Investigators say they received a tip that 17-year-old Grant Accord was in the process of building a bomb. Police raided his home and found 6 bombs in his bedroom. Officials say Uckard had also a well-thought-out plan and was ready for the attack.
Which includes a plan, diagrams, maps of the school, weapons, explosives, checklists. This is a case where a person possessed several different types of bombs as part of a larger plan to carry out a deadly assault against the occupants of West Albany High School.
The bomb squad swept through the school, found nothing, and determined the building was safe for students and staff. Detectives noted that the teen had written plans and that his intent was inspired by the Columbine shootings. A scary situation at the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte, North Carolina, when a suspended overhead camera came crashing down on the track. You can see it snap and fall. 10 people were injured when the nylon rope got snagged on a tire. Whipping it across the crowd, track officials say 3 people had to be taken to the hospital. The race was delayed about a half hour while crews worked to clean up. And flash floods created a dangerous situation in the greater San Antonio area. Torrential rains caused the San Antonio River to rise at rapid pace. One person who was trapped in her car was killed, and rescue workers scrambled to rescue more than 200 stranded residents. Several major highways and streets have been shut down because of ponding. Police in Bardstown, Kentucky are trying to track down a suspect who took the life of one of their own. Investigators say Officer Jason Ellis was found shot to death outside of his cruiser. The 7-year veteran of the force is believed to have been clearing debris from the roadway when it happened. Officers say that debris may have been intentionally put there to get someone to stop. Well, we've shown you fans catching foul balls while holding a baby or a beer. See what happened when two fans were unable to make the grab when a ball bounced their way. You're going to want to see this one. And good morning to you in Middletown. Happy Memorial Day, and thank you for waking up with us on Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Exclusive stories you can't see anywhere else.
Just got off the phone with Hartford Police.
Can you give me your attorney's name?
News you can only see on 3.
It's been 6 months, so the I-team decided to follow up to see. You're going to see why folks are upset.
First with breaking news.
This is video you will only see on Eyewitness News.
Two neighbors actually came over with a ladder.
On the air before the other guys are on the scene.
Now, according to these police documents,
local news you can only see on Eyewitness News.
A great American holiday deserves a great American sale, and Raymore and Flanagan delivers. The Memorial Day sale gets you interest-free financing till 2016. Take advantage of some of the best sale prices of the season. We've marked down living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and accent furniture. Choose a mattress from the biggest selection in the Northeast at the guaranteed lowest price. The Memorial Day sale ends Monday, 9 p.m. Raymore and Flanagan.
Connecticut Lottery's $1 million Super Draw is on sale now, and that's something to get excited about. Over 1,300 guaranteed winners means more people will have more reasons to celebrate this 4th of July. Super Draw tickets are limited, only 275,000, and they're selling fast, so get yours today. Connecticut Lottery's 4th of July $1 million Super Draw. You can't win if you don't play. Did you play today?
There's a place in Connecticut where the effects of time are slowed, even reversed.
Welcome to Med Spa 1064.
Where acne scars and signs of sun damage practically disappear. Where skin is tightened and rejuvenated with a single office procedure. Where RF technology is used to promote collagen growth for younger-looking skin. All under the watchful eyes of our board-certified full-time medical doctor, Michael Yanuszewski. This is the place.
Med Spa 1064.
The Memorial Day celebration is here, now with impressive limited time offers and a big selection on the lots and ready to go, including Cruise Eco, with the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. Or choose Equinox, with the most rear seat legroom of any 5-passenger vehicle in its class. So hurry to the Memorial Day celebration before it's gone. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealer. Now get a 2013 Chevy Equinox LS for only around $199 a month.
E.T.'s summer movie preview. Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Will Smith, Hollywood's biggest stars. Next E.T.
Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 3.
In our nation's capital, the streets of Washington, D.C. were filled with motorcycles for the annual Ride for the Rolling Thunder. The tradition started back in 1988 to call attention to those who did not make it out with their lives from the Vietnam War. This year, an estimated 900,000 riders revved up their engines for the ride. They say they plan to continue the ride to support soldiers still unaccounted for.
To win their game against.
And usually we highlight incredible foul ball catches, but this time that's not the case. Two fans were not so lucky at a game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. You have to take a look at this video. The two could not make the catch when Carl Crawford of the Dodgers sent a foul ball their way. The ball took a bounce, hit the fan in the front row, and then skipped off another fan's head. What are the odds? Both fans had a good laugh afterwards and nobody got hurt.
Now,
I've been to a bunch of baseball games.
weather.
None of those foul balls have ever come in my direction, no matter where I sit.
When I see something coming at me at like 90 miles an hour, I usually run the other way.
The problem is most people are not paying attention.
I know. Oh, ow. Oh, well, you know what? It looks like we're in for a pretty good day. A home run, actually, is going to happen this afternoon with temperatures in the 70s, lots of sunshine. Another thing I like about today is that there isn't going to be a lot of wind out there. And we're going to take a look first with our early morning futurecast wind model, and I just wanted to show you that the wind speeds are really basically going to stay pretty steady here, anywhere from basically 5 to 10 miles an hour through Monday afternoon. So the wind stays under control, and that's really a good thing, and that's going to be part of your day part forecast. The chilliness of the air, the cold, is going to be going away fairly quickly this morning. We've got some areas, in fact, I was just checking in with some of our weather watchers, and some areas are right down to 30 degrees this morning. Really cold, but quickly that's going to fade away. By noontime, it's going to be in the low 60s. We'll have lots of sunshine. It's going to be breezy. And then in the afternoon, comfortably dry. Highs 72 to 73. So even at the beaches today, it's going to be a nice day to be out there and enjoying what they've got out and about down towards the shoreline. Now, as we take a look at your early morning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, the rest of today is fine. So I'm just going to skip over that for you. But I wanted to go into tomorrow just because we start to see some moisture, some showers, even some thunderstorms working into central New York as early as tomorrow morning. Now, it'll be mainly clear tomorrow morning, but the clouds will start to fill in during the afternoon tomorrow. And this model is actually sailing these things in our direction as early as tomorrow evening. Now, other models are actually holding off and saying, wait a minute, this isn't going to happen until Wednesday. Either way, it looks like midweek we've got some unsettled weather coming our way. It's the leading edge to milder air that'll be here as we head in towards the end of the week. And that's all part of your early morning 7-day forecast. So we'll be optimistic about Tuesday, and right now hold off on the precip, though I may change my mind as I look at the new data runs coming in a little bit later on this morning. And as you see, once we cross Wednesday to Thursday, it gets a lot warmer here, a lot more humid, with temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. So changes, more changes coming our way this coming week. We'll have another look coming up. Olessa.
Thank you, Mike. A new report is advising pediatricians to evaluate children with possible delays to their motor skills during checkups at 9 months, 18 months, and 30 months. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends doctors observe children rolling over, crawling, walking, and grasping objects. If any problems are detected, the children should be referred to early intervention or special resources. And researchers say genes could play a role in how long your toddler sleeps at night. They evaluated information on about 1,000 Canadian twins born between 1995 and 1998 and found genes greatly influenced the children's sleep patterns at night, especially for short sleepers. When it came to daytime naps, environmental factors had a bigger influence. It is 4:57 and we're just getting started here on Eyewitness News this morning. There's still much more to come. A community heartbroken after 2 teens were killed in a car crash. Hear from friends of the victims and what the school is doing to help students. And then it's Memorial Day. We take you live to Hammonasset State Park, where the weather is looking favorable for Memorial Day at the beach.
Hi, I'm Todd, Director, here with my dad, Dave, Director.
Connecticut Lighting Centers is your source for quality lighting for your home, both inside and out, featuring Hinckley Lighting.
No matter what lighting you choose, Hinckley has today's styles at affordable prices.
Shop Connecticut Lighting Centers for lighting, fans, decorative hardware, and home accents, featuring Hinckley Lighting in Hartford and Southington.
At Connecticut Lighting Centers, we put the accent on your home.
Eyewitness News is on your side. Got a problem? We can help. Call On Your Side at 860-244-1640 or email OnYourSide.
The New England Subaru dealers invite you to go green in a brand new Subaru Impreza, the most fuel-efficient all-wheel drive car in America. A partial zero-emission vehicle, awarded top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Drive home a brand new Subaru Impreza for only $159 per month.
What makes a Subaru a Subaru?
Go green, love green. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Building it better starts here at Kelly Fredette.
It starts with building trust and loyalty with our customers. It starts with the best products, like Trex decking. Everything wood can do, Trex can do better.
It starts with competitive pricing and reliable on-time delivery.
It all starts here at Kelly Fredette with people you can count on to help you build it better. Stop by or go to kellyfredette.com today.
They say you can't can't buy happiness. I got it for a bargain. Since we left AT&T Uverse and switched to Xfinity, we get 3 times the internet speed, and we still save hundreds. That's a big deal, especially for the one paying the bills. Now everyone can do what they want, all at the same time. And way faster. One big happy family.
More doesn't have to cost more. Switch to the Xfinity Triple Play from Comcast for $89.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract. Plus, ask how you can get our fastest wireless gateway. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Stephen Cadillac GMC Memorial Sale now through Memorial Monday. 25 Terrains available, like this all-wheel drive Terrain for $24,880, $24,880, or $149 per month. 15 Acadias available, $12,000 off Sierra. Cadillac CTS all-wheel drive from $35,960, $35,960. Higher trade allowance now through Memorial Monday. Stephen Cadillac GMC, Route 6, Bristol, ctautomall.com.
Today's big stories are on Eyewitness News.
Well, you were patient all weekend long, and finally you're getting what you deserve. A beautiful day this Memorial Day. I'll have that forecast.
And the tragic death of 2 teens killed in a car crash. What the community is doing to help friends and family through the grieving process. Plus, a Plainfield man injured after his car crosses into oncoming traffic and flips into a tree. Details as authorities investigate what happened. Eyewitness News starts right now.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning.
First at 5, we begin with the weather as we take a live look through our iCam in Middletown on this Monday. A great start to our morning. We saw some cool temperatures over the weekend, but the big question, will we be seeing some sunshine as we celebrate Memorial Day? Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Olessa Stepanova. Eric and Irene have the day off. Let's get right over to meteorologist Mike Cameron. He's in for Scott this morning with all the details. Mike?
Everybody left.
Yeah, we're holding down the fort.
Definitely, definitely, and rightfully so. You know, it is going to be a beautiful day, and if you're home enjoying the day with your family, hopefully in one way or another being able to say thanks for those who have and continue to serve our country, it is going to be a nice day. Lots of sunshine out there. It's going to be chilly this morning, absolutely. I'm going to show you some temperatures that are pretty incredible for this time of the year, but it does get warm this afternoon. We're expecting highs in the lower 70s. We are seeing temperatures as cold as 33 in Salisbury, and one of our weather watchers we have in Falls Village, Cindy, coming in at 30 even. So there is some patchy frost out there. You might have to scrape your windshield in parts of Litchfield County, and I hope you heeded the warning last night and yesterday and took in those plants that might be a little bit touched by frost in a bad way. So we do have that frost out there, but you can see Windsor Locks is coming in at 41. We've got Hartford coming in at 44. Merredin's a very chilly 35, so even into Merredin, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pocket or two of frost. And in the Willimantic area, too, down to 36. So very cold out there this morning, and that frost advisory goes until 8 o'clock this morning in Litchfield County. Where are we normally during this time of the year with readings? 51. So this is way off, and we're pretty close to record territory here with the lows this morning. We'll get up to close to 74 this afternoon, though, so rest assured the weather does turn better. In fact, your what-to-wear forecast, have that jacket on this morning for the parades, but later on this afternoon when you're enjoying a barbecue, shorts and short sleeves is what I'm going to do, 72 to 73. Olessa, we'll take a look at what's going to be a warm-up coming up this coming week.
Thank you, Mike. As police continue to investigate this weekend's deadly crash in South Windsor, help is being made available for friends of the victims. The crash on Abbey Road killed 2 teens and sent 3 others to the hospital. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland is on your side in South Windsor with the details. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Well, the roadside memorial here on Abbey Road continues to grow as friends and family here continue to grieve. You can take a look at it right there yourself. Flowers, candles, stuffed animals, balloons as well. Tomorrow, counselors will be at hand on both Rockville and East Windsor High School. And this morning, the Vernon Youth Services Bureau will be open from 10 to noon for anyone who is seeking help. Early this morning, 2 South Windsor police officers returned to the site of Saturday's deadly crash. An accident that's impacted 3 towns, 5 families, and countless friends.
It's heartbreaking to see people that I care about like this. To know that a girl died for no reason, reckless.
Killed in the crash were 15-year-old Brooke Wormstead of East Windsor and 18-year-old Matthew Massey of Vernon. 3 other teens, 16-year-old Megan Barnaby of East Windsor, 19-year-old Sarah Ballard, and 17-year-old Christina Hupp, both of South Windsor, were also injured and rushed to a hospital. On Sunday night, about 100 people gathered at the crash site to remember the 2 young lives lost. A roadside memorial of flowers, balloons, and candles quickly grew as teenagers gathered to grieve.
And he was such a great person. He was just graduating this year, and he just turned 18, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and he had it planned out.
Police tell us the driver of the SUV went off Abbey Road, crashing through a number of trees before finally landing in a grassy area. Police believe speed may have been a factor, and neighbors tell us they've seen their fair share of accidents on this stretch of road. But Saturday's crash is one that will stay with them for a while.
I think the picture will stay with me. The car repeatedly hitting trees, and then, of course, to open the front door and hear children screaming.
Metro Traffic Services, along with the South Windsor Police Department, continue to investigate the cause of the crash. We're on your side in South Windsor. Matt McFarland, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you. And new this morning, Plainfield police say they're investigating a one-way crash. It happened on Norwich Road around 7 o'clock last night. This is a picture sent to us by police. Authorities say the car flipped into a tree after the driver, 29-year-old Benjamin Audette, hit a curb, crossed the center line, and struck a stone wall. Police say Audette was ejected from the car. He was transported to the hospital to be treated for injuries. There's no word yet on his condition. Anyone with information on the crash should call Plainfield Police. And state police are investigating a deadly wrong-way crash on I-84 in West Hartford. Happened early Sunday morning. They say 46-year-old Manny Lamb of Waterbury was driving westbound in the eastbound lane around 1:30 in the morning when his Honda Accord slammed into a pickup truck driven by 20-year-old Christian Romero of West Hartford. Romero was killed, and Lamb is suffering from serious injuries. Anyone with information is being asked to call state police. In East Haddam, an early morning fire destroyed a home. It happened around 4 a.m. on Sunday. The startled homeowner jumped out of bed to the sound of shattering glass. The family managed to escape, but the homeowner was treated at a local hospital for smoke inhalation. The hood of a car parked in the driveway melted from the heat of the flames. Now the state police and East Haddam fire marshals are working to pin down a cause. Eyewitness News has learned that the pilot killed after a medical flight crashed in upstate New York Friday was John Campbell of Stamford. His body, along with a 58-year-old woman's body, was recovered from the wreckage. Researchers are still trying to find the body of the woman's husband. Police say Campbell was flying the couple back from Boston, where the husband was receiving cancer treatment. And today may be the day beachgoers have been waiting for. It's been a soggy Memorial Day weekend so far, but with temperatures expected to rise, it's likely that our beaches will be a little bit more crowded. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Rayner is on your side live at Hammonasset Beach with more. Kate?
Well, Olessa, it won't be long before beachgoers head towards the water, put down their blankets, and save their spot here on the beach. Now, this beach has been deserted all weekend because temperatures here have felt more like fall than the beginning of summer. Now, hundreds are here at the campground. They are camping out, just waiting, hopefully, for today. Instead of wearing bathing suits, they've been huddling up by the fire this weekend, bundled up in jackets and wearing gloves. The beach was deserted. Now, many say coming to Hammonasset Beach is something they do every year. Although the weather hasn't been cooperating so far, they say they're trying to make the best of it.
You got to take the bad with the good that comes out, and still can't let that put a damper on things, and have a good time.
And also, Hurricane Sandy hit Hammonasset Beach very hard, like other beaches along the Long Island Sound. And they worked very hard to get it all cleaned up just for this weekend. So hopefully, with today's better weather, people can actually get out and enjoy it. On your side, live from Hammonasset Beach, Kate Rayner, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. Coming up, an emotional memorial service to honor the victims of the deadly tornado in Moore, Oklahoma. How one teacher says she distracted her first grade students as the tornado ripped through their town. And then officials say there will be a temporary fix in Washington state after part of a bridge collapsed. But it may not happen soon. How long commuters will be left waiting when Eyewitness News returns.
Put the power of early warning pinpoint Doppler in the palm of your hand.
The Memorial Day celebration is here, now with impressive limited time offers and a big selection on the lots and ready to go, including Cruise Eco, with the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. Or choose Equinox, with the most rear seat legroom of any 5-passenger vehicle in its class. So hurry to the Memorial Day celebration before it's gone. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealer. Now get a 2013 Chevy Equinox LS for only around $199 a month.
In a world where Rachel can get personal TV show recommendations, where Hannah's internet flies unbelievably fast, and Cox Digital Telephone saves me $10 every month. Oh, what is Tyler doing?
Whoa, Dad.
Oh,
hey.
yes. This is going viral!
Introducing our 24-month savings repeat. Starting as low as $99.99 a month, you get advanced TV, super fast internet, and home phone. Price guaranteed for 24 months, now with free pro installation.
When we manufacture our products, we keep in mind that homeowners want the best.
We really needed something that complemented our home.
We chose these pavers because they looked so natural. We wanted the texture, we wanted the weathered look, we wanted it to just blend in with the beautiful surroundings.
It just looks like it's been here for many years.
Bradstone gave us the look we were looking for.
Bradstone looks like natural stone.
I thought it was natural stone.
See the Nicolock difference with Bradstone.
For more information, visit nicolock.com.
10, 9, 8. The Ford Dealers Memorial Day sale is counting down. Now through June 3rd. Lease the New England Edition F-150 for just $199 a month. That's $199. Just announced. Get a Ford F-150 or Super Duty with up to $7,250 total savings. 3, 2, 1, done. Hurry. The Ford Memorial Day sale ends June 3rd.
Look at him, living on cloud nine with that U-verse wireless receiver.
You see, in my day, when my mom was repainting the house, you couldn't just set up a TV in the basement. I mean, come on.
Nope. We only watched TV in the rooms that had a TV outlet.
Yeah, if we wanted to watch TV someplace else, we'd have to go to my Aunt Sally's. Have you ever sat in a plastic-covered couch?
You're missing a good game over here.
Those kids wouldn't have lasted one day in our shoes.
Add a wireless receiver. Call to get U-verse TV for just $19 a month with qualifying bundles. Rethink possible.
What are we looking at? No clue.
Turning now to the devastation in Oklahoma.
Letting everybody here know that you are not alone, that you've got folks behind you. There's no doubt they're going to bounce back, but they need help.
The healing process continues for the victims of the deadly tornado in Moore. Yesterday, President Obama pledged the nation's support while visiting the hard-hit town to see the damage for himself. Last night, hundreds gathered for a memorial service to honor the victims. Teacher Wanell Mays said she asked her first-grade students to play a singing game to drown out the sound of the tornado as it ripped through their school.
Debris started falling everywhere around us, and then it turned black, and I don't remember for a while. I just kept singing.
Students who survived the tornado received a standing ovation during the emotional service.
Well, on this Memorial Day, we have beautiful weather coming our way. It is cold out there this morning. We've had clear skies overnight. The wind died off. The air is dry. All these ingredients making it possible for those readings to take the free fall, and they certainly have this morning. So we're starting things off by taking a look with our iCam over Torrington, and it looks like there are some frosty roofs here in this pre-dawn hour. It just is mighty chilly out there. So if you're going to take that early morning jog, make sure you dress warmly for that. And as we take a look at Hartford, even here, we've had cold temperatures down into the low 40s and upper 30s in greater Hartford. So don that heavier gear on this morning. In fact, let's put some numbers to this. Here's what some of our weather watchers have been coming up with as they've looked out their window, looked to that big old thermometer that's sitting in their yard, and some have probably been scratching their heads, like Cindy in Falls Village. 30 degrees this morning. Assuredly frost with a temperature like that. Old Saybrook, not a problem with frost. 44, though, still cold. North Canton, 40 degrees. It's definitely cold this morning. Too cold to be out and lost. Here's another lost dog. It seems like everybody opened up their gates and now all the dogs are gone. This is Gracie May, last seen somewhere in Orange. If you've seen Gracie, call 203-915-1643. Gracie, I guess, is a little bit skittish, about 6 years old, but definitely if you see Gracie, locate her and then call that number. That would be a big help. Now, as we take a look at our satellite and our radar, what's helping us with the good weather is that storm system we had to deal with is gone. That's one thing. Dry air's coming in from the northwest. That's the other thing. And then this system you see out to the southwest of us, not going to get here yet. A couple of complexes of thunderstorms with this, though, and as this approaches us, it promises something similar to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms as it does come our way. It's part of a warm front that does separate warmer air between here and what is to the southwest of us. In fact, areas to the southwest of this front, temperatures have eclipsed the 90-degree mark, and that warm air does want to surge in our direction. And it will get here by the end of the week, but not today. It's going to be pleasant, partly to mostly sunny in your town-by-town forecast. Pick out your town. Madison to Old Saybrook, Chester, Colchester, even New London above the 70-degree mark today. And as we look north, too, we are going to see partly to mostly sunny skies and temperatures, again, going into the low 70s. Willimantic, 72. Hartford, 73. Looking towards Torrington, about 70. Canaan, Sharon, about 69 for you today, with almost total sunshine. Your early warning futurecast for tonight, expecting temperatures back into the 40s. Not quite as cold as this last night. I don't think we have an issue of frost as we're going into this coming night, so that's good news. This is the coldest night of them, but it's still a chilly, chilly night ahead. Your early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, going through your Monday. Here's about noon. We'll take you into the afternoon looking just fine. We do have partly to mostly clear skies out there for you all the way through the end of this Memorial Day. It's looking great. Your early warning 7-day forecast. Then Tuesday, I'm being optimistic about Tuesday and saying the day is going to be dry. Though I have to say one of our models is pulling that warm front we were talking about in a little bit earlier, maybe even Tuesday night at dinner time, starting to see the clouds come in with that. But at least Wednesday, we know we'll have showers and storms, turns more humid. And by Thursday, the heat is on. Look at that.
I can't
Steamy
wait.
Stuff. I know you don't like it. Like, it's just uncomfortable for you.
It's like soup.
Yeah, it does. Like on the cooker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just steaming up.
Yeah.
Pea soup kind of
It's
stuff.
not good for our hair.
I don't have any birthdays yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. I have 3 coming up at 5:30. I have a lot at 6 to 6:30, and probably too many 6:30 to 7.
That's when everyone will be waking up.
I know.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
It has powerful force of water comes down that creek, and it takes out homes, disrupts lives. In this case, took a life of a young man.
Search teams in Texas have found the body of a teenager who was swept away by floodwaters while trying to swim across a creek near San Antonio. 2 other women died this weekend in the high waters caused by heavy rain. One of the women died after her car was carried away by floodwaters while firefighters were trying to rescue her. And there's now a plan to temporarily replace an interstate bridge that collapsed into Washington State River on Thursday. Crews plan to install a pair of temporary steel bridges over Interstate 5 to allow cars to cross over the river. Construction should be finished within 3 weeks. Repairs on the damaged bridge, which partially collapsed after a truck hit the support beam, should be finished by fall. Oregon police think they stopped a plan to blow up a high school. Bomb experts say they found at least 6 homemade explosives in a secret compartment in a student's bedroom. They also found plans, checklists, and a diagram of his school. Fellow students say they're shocked.
Nobody really knew the kid. I mean, we've all recognized him because we've seen him around school, but nobody's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did it, because they're like, well, I don't even really know who that is.
The teen will face a judge on Tuesday. The school plans to open as scheduled. And just in time for Memorial Day, we have some summer grilling safety tips for you coming up straight ahead. But before we head to break, let's take a live look through our iCam in New London. A beautiful start to this Monday morning. We'll be right back.
In May, you woke up with Eyewitness News.
And made us #1 again.
#1 at noon.
And #1 with Better Connecticut.
For breaking news, for exclusive stories.
Spring rain or lack of rain.
You made us #1 at 5, 5:30 at 6.
Thousands of viewers liked our Facebook page.
Before you went to sleep, you went to Channel 3.
Thank you for making us #1 at 11.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From all of us at Eyewitness News, thank you for making us #1.
Every year, ALG evaluates premium compact utility vehicles to determine which vehicle's value holds up best against the test of time. They looked at Audi, Infiniti, and BMW. and then selected the Acura RDX as the winner of their prestigious 2013 Residual Value Award, which simply means the RDX has a special kind of luxury, the kind that endures.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers during the Memorial Day sales event.
You have to stop by at Shays and hear why people are saying,
"Welcome to Shays, we've got it all."
Shays, they've got it all.
Shays has great happy hour special, live music, and off-track betting so you don't have to go to the casino.
Come on out here to Shays, enjoy the patio, have a drink, or you can slide inside and make a bet on your favorite horse at Saratoga.
Great food and friendly service.
Shays, we've got it all.
Shays, they got it all.
That's right, Shays got it all. So come for the food, stay for the fun. Seconds off I-84, exit 63, Manchester.
Hi, I'm Todd, Director, here with my dad, Dave, Director.
Connecticut Lighting Centers is your source for quality lighting for your home, both inside and out, featuring Hinckley Lighting.
No matter what lighting you choose, Hinckley has today's styles at affordable prices.
Shop Connecticut Lighting Centers for lighting, fans, decorative hardware, and home accents, featuring Hinckley Lighting in Hartford and Southington.
At Connecticut Lighting Centers, we put the accent on your home.
Every year, ALG evaluates premium compact utility vehicles to determine which vehicle's value holds up best against the test of time. They looked at Audi, Infiniti, and BMW, and then selected the Acura RDX as the winner of their prestigious 2013 Residual Value Award, which simply means the RDX has a special kind of luxury, the kind that endures.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers during the Memorial Day sales event.
Next live, Heather Graham plus Demi Lovato.
When we see reactions like this, it's usually over a guy.
Today at 9 on Channel 3.
Just in time for Memorial Day, the National Fire Protection Association is out with its annual safety tips for summer grilling. They're reminding people to only use propane and charcoal grills outside and say they should never be left unattended. They also say grillers should make sure to keep children and pets away from the barbecue area. They say it's important to check your propane tank hose for leaks before using the grill, and add that you should let coals cool completely if you're using charcoal.
And then once that's all done, make sure you invite Olessa and Mike, right?
Yes. If it's food, I will be there to eat it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having some barbecue later on today. I hope you are too. It's been cold, though. Still cold this morning. We're going to start things off with the temperatures. I just wanted to show you what's going to happen over the next couple, 3 days. We're in for a warm-up, even this afternoon, although we're really beginning with a mighty cold start with temperatures in some areas as cold as the low 30s. There is warm, humid air sitting to the southwest. See the big difference between these blues and then the green, yellow colors that are just to our south from Chicago to Nashville and then through the deep south? That warm air is going to make a run at Connecticut, and by Wednesday, I think we're going to start to see a pretty good warm-up around here. So expect that to happen as the week rounds out for the temperatures to go up, up, up. Your Memorial Day forecast, though, is very pleasant. In fact, once we get through this very cold morning, it's going to be dry, the wind is going to be under control, and we're going to see a lot of sunshine today, and all of that is going to factor into a 70 to 75 degree temperature. That's going to feel really good. It's a short sleeve weather kind of afternoon. You'll want the jackets this morning, though, if you're going to go to one of the ceremonies. Anytime before noon, it's going to be jacket weather, I'd say. But then once the afternoon is here, it's getting a lot more comfortable. We're going to see a lot of sun, no doubt about it. Early morning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today will take you through lunchtime today. Hardly a cloud at all. And then as we head into the afternoon, too, point out this timeline here, just showing you that we really do have great weather. Here's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's still looking great. And as I advance this past dinner time, still wonderful weather. So barbecuing outside is definitely something you can do without any worry about a rain cloud at all. Now, tomorrow might be a different story, so we're going to go on here and show you what's going to happen on Tuesday. In the morning, things are fine. In fact, it starts off mainly clear across the whole state. But then as I advance this forward, take a look at what happens towards the late afternoon. This model wants to start to send some showers into Connecticut as early as 7 o'clock in the evening on Tuesday. Other models basically paint these showers still west of New York by that point, and they wouldn't get here until Wednesday morning. So there is a difference in the model timing on this front and the showers that come with it. But most of Tuesday right now, I think, is looking pretty good. We'll take another look at that with your 7-day forecast and give you another glance at just how warm it really is going to get by the end of the week. We'll see you then. Olessa, back over to you.
Thank you, Mike. A new report recommends that pediatricians evaluate children with possible motor delays at 9, 18, and 30 months. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends doctors observe children rolling over, crawling, walking, and grasping objects. They say if any problems are detected early, the children should be referred to early intervention or special resources. And researchers say genes could play a role in how long your toddler sleeps at night. They evaluated information on about 1,000 Canadian twins born between 95 and 98 and found genes greatly influence the children's sleep patterns at night, especially for short sleepers. When it came to daytime naps, environmental factors had a bigger influence. Still ahead, the tragic death of 2 teens killed in a car crash. What the community is doing to help friends and family through the grieving process. Channel 3's Matt McFarlane has the details coming up in a live report. Plus, we're learning more about a man killed in an officer-involved shooting in Ridgefield. Details on why police are defending their actions. We'll be right back.
Connecticut's most watched local news. You're watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The Memorial Day celebration is here, now with impressive limited time offers and a big selection on the lots and ready to go, including Cruise Eco with the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. Or choose Equinox with the most rear seat legroom of any 5-passenger vehicle in its class. So hurry to the Memorial Day celebration before it's gone. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealer. Now get a 2013 Chevy Cruze LS for only around $149 a month.
So it's hard for us guys to buy diamonds and fine quality jewelry. Where to go, who to trust, and are you going to pick the right thing? Well, for 26 years, Diamond Gold Connection has been the place. Price, selection, and an amazingly knowledgeable staff that can answer all of your questions. I know they help me have an easy time. And remember what Boo says, whether you're buying or selling jewelry, Diamond Gold Connection is simply the best.
Take advantage of the lower gold market with 50% off all gold jewelry.
I'm Dr. Brendan Campbell, Director of Pediatric Trauma at Connecticut Children's. I see firsthand what underage drinking can do to teens and their parents. Research shows that underage drinking can permanently impair memory and learning in a teenager's developing brain.
Set the rules in your home.
Make a pledge not to provide alcohol to teens.
And you can win an alcohol-free prom or graduation party for your teen's school.
Visit settherulesct.org and make the pledge.
Kick off the summer at Namco's Memorial Day sale. For 2 days only, our 18-foot Mirage pool is just $11.99. Our luxurious Contempra comes with a free pool package. And our 9-piece San Marco patio set is only $5.99. Pool opening kits are just $18.99. And get an extra 20% off all pools and patio sets. All with 36-month special financing. Hurry to Namco's 2-day Memorial Day sale while supplies last.
The most important moments of the most important news stories. Your world in 90 seconds. The Eye Opener, only on CBS This Morning.
What's better than latching in your child's seat? Only doing it once. Easy Flex seating comes standard in the new Nissan Pathfinder. Easy does it. Choose Pathfinder and sign and drive today. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Young Abbas Mohammadi remembers the day well. He had a terrible toothache. His mother was desperate to find a dentist, but it was the weekend and all were closed. Young Abbas felt his mother's distress and that day decided to become a dentist and have a practice open 7 days a week. Today, Columbia Dental treats patients both weekdays and weekends. Columbia Dental, we're here when you need us.
So we're between this and the Honda Pilot. This comes with a rear view camera, right?
No, you'd need to upgrade to our cubic zirconia package.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Does this have Bluetooth?
That'll be an upgrade to our Titanic Perfection package.
Why should we pay extra for stuff that comes standard on the Pilot?
Do you have any idea how selfish you sound right now?
The Pilot, a great value loaded with standard features.
See your Central Connecticut Honda dealers today.
What's better than keeping your kid happy? Keeping everyone happy. The new Nissan Pathfinder with Tri-Zone Entertainment. Everyone good? Sign and drive today. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning.
First at 5:30, we begin with the weather. We're taking a live look through our iCam at the Hartford skyline this morning. A beautiful start to our day. We saw some cool temperatures over the weekend, but it looks like some sun may be here as we celebrate Memorial Day. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Olessa Stepanova. Eric and Irene have the morning off. Meteorologist Mike Cameron in for Scott. He too has the morning off. And Mike has all the details. Good morning.
Good morning. Did you wear your Uggs this morning?
No, I didn't. I should have, because it was about 40 degrees when I walked out of my house.
Well, Caitlin's our producer. Is that who said you did?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday
okay.
I did.
She's talking in my ear. She said she did. And probably a good idea. We do have really cold temperatures out there this morning. Cold and bright. In fact, there are some areas and below the freezing mark. In fact, I'm going to walk over here. Falls Village, I've already told you about the 30 there, but we've had Ingrid in Mansfield Center. She said she had 33. And Jeff in Staffordville has 34 degrees this morning. So really cold out there. Now, you're going to want the jackets probably all the way through the parade times, and a lot of towns hold their parades in the late morning. I still think we'll see temperatures in the 50s, maybe closing in closer to 60 by noon. So for a lot of us standing and watching the parades, or if even we're walking in them, you probably want that extra layer. But in the afternoon, you're not going to want it anymore. So if you're going off to a barbecue, have a short sleeve shirt underneath, because it's going to get in the low 70s by later on this afternoon. Really, really nice. Not everybody's in the real cold this morning, though. If you're watching in New Haven, you're like, well, it's not that bad, 49. But Durham, there's an example of colder weather, 36 degrees right now with our neighborhood weather. So as we take a look statewide, just some other areas seeing temperatures in the 30s. You could see Meriden coming in at 35, Danbury at 39, and Willimantic's at 36 versus Hartford's 44. So it just really depends on where you are. And we are holding on to that frost advisory for Litchfield County through 8 o'clock this morning. So your forecast for today, really nice, mainly sunny. By afternoon, Olessa, 70 to 75 degrees. It's looking really good. We'll have a look at your 7-day next.
Thank you, Mike. Counselors will be available for grieving teens this morning as police continue to investigate this weekend's deadly car crash in South Windsor. The crash on Abbey Road killed 2 teenagers while seriously injuring 3 others. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland is on your side in South Windsor with all the details.
Good morning. Well, you can see the grieving process well underway with this roadside memorial that is in place here. It grew overnight as they had a vigil here yesterday. Now, to help, the Vernon Youth Services Bureau will have support staff available this morning. Also, counselors will be available tomorrow at both Rockville and East Windsor high schools. With their flashlights out, 2 South Windsor police officers go over the scene of Saturday's deadly crash off Abbey Road. As police investigate, friends and family continue to mourn the 2 young lives lost. This was the scene Sunday night, a roadside prayer service to remember the victims. Some lit candles, others brought balloons, many left behind fresh-cut flowers.
Heartbreaking. It's one of the most devastating things that could have ever happened. He was such a great person. He was just graduating this year, and he just turned 18, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and he had it planned out.
It's been an emotional past 2 days as friends and family gather. About 100 showed up at the crash site Sunday night to remember the victims. 18-year-old Matthew Massey of Vernon, along with 15-year-old Brooke Wormstead of East Windsor.
It shows me how much Brooke was loved, but I know how much Brooke was loved. Brooke was loved by her family, and she was loved by her friends.
Injured were 16-year-old Megan Barnaby of East Windsor, along with 19-year-old Sarah Ballard and 17-year-old Christina Hupp, both of South Windsor. Police tell us the driver of the SUV went off Abbey Road, hitting trees and landing in a grassy area. Police believe speed may have been a factor, and neighbors tell us crashes on this stretch are nothing new.
This is the 4th accident now in 10 years where police and ambulances and, the whole, everything had to respond.
Support staff at the Vernon Youth Services Bureau will be available from 10 till noon today for anyone who needs it. As for the crash, Metro Traffic Services and the South Windsor Police Department continue to investigate. We're on your side in South Windsor. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News has learned the name of the man killed in an officer-involved shooting in Ridgefield. He's been identified as 75-year-old John Veluzzo. Veluzzo was a Korean War vet, was also the founder and president of the Military Museum of Southern New England in Danbury. State police say local officers responded to his home Friday night for a possible domestic dispute. They found Veluzzo armed with a handgun in the front yard. According to troopers, Veluzzo pointed the gun at police, forcing them to open fire. And we now know the name of the victim in that suspicious death in Sterling. He's been identified as 40-year-old Marcus Brisbane of Wethersfield. Police say he was found dead in his car Saturday after a minor car crash along Route 14A. Troopers say the victim had a chest injury unrelated to the crash. Investigators have secured a second location, which they're calling a crime scene, where some sort of verbal dispute took place causing Brisbane's injury. An autopsy will be done on Tuesday. Get your grill, bathing suit, and towels. Warmer weather is just in time for Memorial Day. Beaches in our state are expected to be crowded today, and that's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Kate Rayner. She's live in Hammonasset Beach with more. Good morning, Kate.
Well, good morning, Olessa. Now, they worked really hard to get this beach cleaned up by this weekend after it was hit very hard by Hurricane Sandy. Now, hopefully today, with the warmer weather, people can actually get out and enjoy it. We want to take a look at this video. This is video from last year, and just take a look at how crowded the beach is. This is what Hammonasset Beach normally looks like on Memorial Day. Now, look at the crowd, but because of the weather this weekend, there wasn't a soul on the beach. Although no one was near the water, hundreds are at the Hammonasset campground. Despite the bad weather so far, they've been trying to make the best of it.
Generally, we're in shorts and T-shirts and packed our bathing suits, but as you can see, we have hoodies and mittens.
And again, you're taking a live look at the sunrise here, and it's already set to be a beautiful Memorial Day. So, Olessa, as you said, grab the grill, get the towels, and head out to the beach today if you can. On your side, live from Hammonasset Beach, Kate Rayner, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. Happening today, there will be a 21-gun salute at a naval submarine base in New London at noon. Organizers say it's to honor men and women who died in the armed services. Other American military installations around the world will hold similar events. The town of Mansfield is holding a Memorial Day parade at 9 this morning. It'll begin at the intersection of Route 195 and Bassett's Bridge Road and travel north on 195 to New Mansfield Cemetery. The parade will be followed by a short ceremony. Veterans and active duty military personnel are invited to march at the head of the parade. Coming up, while America pauses to remember the military members who have given their lives in defense of our country, many in Washington are making a push to protect soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines who have been the victims of sexual assault while on duty. The details straight ahead.
Channel 3 honors the memory of those who served our country. In one word, why do you watch early warning weather on Eyewitness News?
Always accurate.
That's 2 words.
Reliable. Say thorough. Awesome.
The reliable, thorough, dependable, awesome, accurate early warning weather on Eyewitness News.
When we built the Cadillac ATS from the ground up to be the world's best sports sedan, people noticed. The all-new Cadillac ATS, 2013 North American Car of the Year. Lease this Cadillac ATS for around $299 per month. For exceptional offers, visit your participating Connecticut Cadillac dealer.
I have a statement. I'm a man on the move. I got places to go and then more places to go. My diet consists mainly of peanuts packaged in tiny bags and the chicken option. I gotta run. You got your ID? Okay.
Bank on the go wherever you go with mobile banking from Liberty Bank. Get 24/7 access to your money online or on your mobile phone or tablet. Liberty Bank. Make a statement.
Put your change in the basket. It's the change.
Oil tanks underground or inside your home have a limited lifespan. Aging tanks can leak and oil can be expensive to clean up and cause unseen safety and environmental issues. Additionally, oil consumption increases and your oil bill rises. Superior Tank Removal is a leader in oil tank removal and replacement. Our experts have removed and installed thousands of tanks. Call today and save up to $200 on your tank removal. Keep your family safe and healthy with Superior Fuel. It's not just the name, it's the quality of the service we provide.
You have to stop by at Shays and hear why people are saying,
"Welcome to Shays, we've got it all."
Shays, they've got it all. Shays has great happy hour special, live music, and off-track betting so you don't have to go to the casino.
Come on out here to Shays, enjoy the patio, have a drink, or you can slide inside and make a bet on your favorite horse at Saratoga.
Great food and friendly service.
Shays, we've got it all.
Shays, they got it all.
That's right, Shays got it all. So come for the food, stay for the fun. Seconds off I-84, exit 63, Manchester.
The Volvo pre-model year-end sell-down is here. The Connecticut Volvo dealers beat everyone by bringing you amazingly low year-end sell-down prices now. We've lowered payments on all 2013s to make room for the 2014s, which means you can enjoy the luxury of the S60 sedan for just $279 a month, or the XC60 T6 SUV with all-wheel drive, only $399 a month, and the new full-size 7-passenger XC90 is just $439 a month, or get 0% financing. Get these low payments while they last during the pre-model year-end sell-down at your local Connecticut Volvo retailer.
As America pauses today to remember the military members who have given their lives in defense of the country, many in Washington are making a push to protect soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines who have been the victims of sexual assault while serving our country. Channel 3's Tara Mergener has more.
The Obama administration made sexual assault crimes a front and center topic during speeches to the future leaders of the military this weekend. On Friday, President Obama took up the issue at the Naval Academy graduation.
We have to be determined to stop these crimes because they've got no place in the greatest military on earth.
And Saturday, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel delivered the same message to the Army at the U.S. Military Academy.
This scourge must be stamped out. We're all accountable and responsible for ensuring that this happens. We cannot fail the Army or America.
West Point cadets have seen firsthand the damage that sexual assault inflicts on military personnel. 2 weeks ago, Sergeant First Class Michael McClendon, a staff officer at the Military Academy, was charged with secretly filming female cadets in the showers and bathroom. Congress is also taking up the issue with legislation that would crack down on offenders and prohibit commanders from overturning sexual assault convictions.
What has to happen here is legislation to ensure that we can take the reporting out of the chain of command.
The bill would also punish military members found guilty of sexual assault with dismissal or a dishonorable discharge.
Commanders who allow this to continue to flourish, quite frankly, should be fired.
A bipartisan group of female senators have announced plans to introduce a similar bill. Tara Mergener, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And this morning, President Obama will head to Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier as part of the Memorial Day remembrances. The president called on the nation to support America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines during his weekly address. Last night, a National Memorial Day concert featured stars performing on the West Lawn of the U.S. Capitol.
Well, good Monday morning. It is cold out there. In some areas, we've got temperatures in the 30s, and we've even had some patchy frost in parts of Connecticut this morning. Now, it just depends on where you are, and I know that's sort of a cliche, and I know it's like, oh, well, you weather guys, you never know exactly what's going on. Well, it just depends because whether or not you're in a valley and a sheltered location. So places like Staffordville, probably it's one of those areas where you just get this nice draining of cool air, and that's where you see a temperature of around 34. Then in East Hartland, that might be on a hilltop. The cold air kind of settles down and below some of the hilltops, so it'll be a little bit milder there. New Milford, 40, maybe a higher elevation there, but then you go down into the valley, and it could be 10 degrees colder if you go down even a couple hundred feet. So it's just one of those mornings because the wind has lightened up so much. You've got clear skies and it's dry. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures, certainly cold across the whole northeastern part of the country right now, but notice how it's so much warmer to the southwest of Chicago, Nashville, and then in towards Tulsa, Dallas, into the 70s right now with high humidity. And of course, where you have the difference in air mass, as you often do, you got trouble with showers and thunderstorms, and indeed a couple of complexes right along a warm front. Now, as this warm front slides closer to us, it just translates into this. A few showers and thunderstorms either late Tuesday or Wednesday, and by later Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, much warmer air coming right into New England, and we are expecting summertime heat and humidity to return by the end of the week. So your forecast for today, we're on the cooler and the drier side of this. You can see temperatures today will be nice, very comfortable. Very, very nice, in fact. 73 in Hartford, 73 in Middletown, lower 70s all the way down to the shoreline. So you won't have that cooling effect off the water today. It'll be very nice even at the beaches. The Northwest Hills, 69 or so. And as we take a look at northeastern Connecticut, about 72 today. If you're in Waterbury, Danbury, 71 or 72 as well. Then overnight tonight, another cool night, but I don't think you need to protect the plants. I think it's going to be warm enough overnight that it'll be frost-free. 47 in Hartford. We're looking at 40s to near 50 along the shoreline. The coolest spots northwest and northeast. Maybe a few locations in the upper 30s, but I think even here we're talking 40 or better for most places. Your early morning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today. Just going to quickly go through this because there are no clouds. There's no rain in the forecast for today. It's looking great through the afternoon on your Memorial Day. So you are looking at a wonderful day to go out there and really honor those people who sacrificed their lives for our country. And in doing that, you'll probably need the jacket this morning, but by the afternoon, you won't. Lots of sunshine, 73 degrees. Tuesday, we're advertising at least an increase in cloud cover. Temperature of 77 inland, 72 along the shoreline. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms. They may even linger into Thursday morning. But the big story is once they depart, the humidity is here and so's the heat. Thursday, at least 85. And then Friday, we've got a shot at 90. Saturday, upper 80s. And then again, Sunday, inland, near 90 degrees. So we're talking about true summertime heat coming back.
Soupy weather.
Soupy weather. You know, it's going to be okay.
Hey, it's better than 30 degrees, right?
Oh, I know. What's up with this?
I don't know. You tell me.
It got cold. We've got some birthdays today. Alan Thurston celebrating his birthday today. Christine Luco, and we've got Monica Caliendo, who had a birthday yesterday. Just want to give you a happy belated birthday today.
Happy birthday.
All right.
That's it?
It's it.
All right.
I told you 3.
Okay, just 3. Still ahead. A Kentucky police officer killed in a roadside shooting why authorities believe it was premeditated. And then heavy rains lead to major flooding in Iowa. Why residents say it will have a huge impact on their economy.
All right, so we're collecting money out here for the victims of the Oklahoma tornado.
Thank you for coming by.
For a great cause.
No, it is. Thank you very, very much.
No.
Would you like to help us?
Sure. I'd be glad if we could help. American Red Cross?
Wow. Oh, my goodness. $500. Thank you so much. Going for the great cause. Thank you. $100.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
I had surgery. I had orthotics made. I bought different types of shoes. I was in pain. I cannot believe I could walk in the Good Feet store in pain and walk out pain-free. I mean, that has to happen to you before you believe it. And it happened to me.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
The Memorial Day celebration is here, now with impressive limited time offers and a big selection on the lots and ready to go, including Cruise Eco, with the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. Or choose Equinox, with the most rear seat legroom of any 5-passenger vehicle in its class. So hurry to the Memorial Day celebration before it's gone. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealer. Now get a 2013 Chevy Equinox LS for only around $199 a month.
Kick off the summer at Namco's Memorial Day sale. For 2 days only, our 18-foot Mirage pool is just $11.99. Our luxurious Contempra comes with a free pool package. And our 9-piece San Marco patio set is only $5.99. Pool opening kits are just $18.99. And get an extra 20% off all pools and patio sets. All with 36-month special financing. Hurry to Namco's 2-day Memorial Day sale while supplies last.
Here's the pitch. Uh-oh, it's his quality, choice, and value ball. Nobody can hit that.
Shop my competition for a $9.99 bedroom. Usually it's just a dresser, mirror, and bed.
Half a bedroom.
How about a complete 8-piece bedroom for only $9.99?
Now that's what I call a bedroom.
It's my best-selling bedroom, and it's only $9.99.
A certified value.
A bona fide value.
A bobified value.
I want to be like Bob. You're out.
Eyewitness News is everywhere across America this morning.
I can assure you we won't give up on
this person until we have them either in custody or in the front sight of one of our weapons. And I personally hope the latter is the choice.
Kentucky State Police say the fatal roadside shooting of a local police officer was premeditated, and they're asking for the public's help in finding suspects. Authorities say 33-year-old Jason Ellis was shot multiple times with a shotgun after he got out of his cruiser to pick up debris on a Kentucky highway. In Indiana, 3 people are dead after a Sunday morning house fire. Fire officials say they responded after a caller reported his house was on fire and people were still inside. Only one person inside. The home made it out safely. The cause of the fire is unknown, but officials say none of the smoke detectors were working. A town in Iowa dealt with major flooding over the weekend. Parts of Kellogg remain underwater. Heavy rain caused the river there to overflow, and many residents say it's the worst flooding they've ever seen. Officials say crops and fields are all underwater, destroying the agriculture, which is a key component for about 600 residents. And in Missouri, federal investigators are trying to figure out what caused 2 freight trains to collide early Saturday morning. The accident caused a highway overpass to collapse and injured 7 people. According to officials, one of the trains hit a pillar, knocking down a section of the road, and 2 cars drove off the edge. A diesel dual leak from one of the trains caused a fire to break out. Heartwarming sight in Boston over the weekend as 3,000 bombing victims returned to the city to finish the last mile of the marathon race. That's coming up straight ahead in this morning's Eye Opener.
And after a cloudy, rainy, some places snowy weekend, we're finally going to see a nice end to it all with lots of sunshine. Our early warning satellite and radar has been pretty active all weekend long. This is finally changing today. We'll take another look at your forecast for Memorial Day and the week ahead. Coming up next.
Center Subaru has 0% financing, 0% on all new Subarus, even 2014 Foresters, 0% on a huge selection of Subarus at Center Subaru, and 110% for your trade. Nobody has a safer lineup of vehicles. Every Subaru model is an IIHS top safety pick. Nobody saves you more than Center Subaru. Nobody. In Torrington and 24/7 at centersubaru.com.
How well do you know Kelly Fredette? Kelly Fredette is big enough to handle any size job and still take the time to treat every customer like a friend. And at Kelly Fredette, you can always count on a familiar face and people committed to better service.
You can depend on Kelly Fredette and our products, like Therma-Tru entry doors.
Kelly Fredette, helping you build it better for over 58 years.
Hi, welcome to Toyota. I'm Jan.
Hi, Jack's gonna pick us a car.
Yeah, Toyotas is so reliable, he could drive it one day. Great timing. It's our Toyota Time Sales event.
Camry, safe, reliable. What color?
Oh, red with a cool stereo. We have that.
And right now, you can lease Camry for just $189 a month. Plus, now until May 28th, get an additional $1,000 Memorial Day bonus cash when you lease Camry. But hurry, these Memorial Day savings end soon. Toyota, let's go places.
The way you get information is changing, but who you get it from never will. Join the 193,000 folks who like Channel 3 on Facebook today.
The Volvo pre-model year-end sell-down is here. The Connecticut Volvo dealers beat everyone by bringing you amazingly low year-end sell-down prices now. We've lowered payments on all 2013s to make room for the 2014s, which means you can enjoy the luxury of the S60 sedan for just $279 a month, or the XC60 T6 SUV with all-wheel drive, only $399 a month, and the new full-size 7-passenger XC90 is just $439 a month, or get 0% financing. Get these low payments while they last during the pre-model year-end sell-down at your local Connecticut Volvo retailer.
Look at them kids. They have no idea what it was like before U-verse high-speed internet.
Yeah. You couldn't just stream movies to a device like that.
One time, I'd wait half a day to watch a movie. You watch movies? I was lucky if I could watch a show.
Show? Man, I was happy to see a sneezing panda clip.
Trevor, have you eaten today? You sound a little grumpy.
Connect all your Wi-Fi enabled devices with U-verse high-speed internet. Rethink possible.
Summer's just around the corner, which means barbecues, bathing suits, and best of all, Hyundai's Memorial Day sales event. All week long, a new Elantra is yours for just $149 a month. Or drive off in a new Sonata for $179 a month. Or get either an Elantra or Sonata for 0% APR with no payments for 90 days. Kick off summer in style at your Hyundai dealer now. The Memorial Day sales event ends May 31st.
Good morning. It's 5:54. It's on this Monday, May 27th, and time for a look at this morning's Eye Opener. A look at your world this morning.
There's no doubt they're going to bounce back, but they need help.
President Obama asked Americans to help rebuild Moore, Oklahoma. Yesterday, the president visited the hard-hit town to see the damage of the deadly tornadoes firsthand. He toured the Plaza Towers Elementary School, where 7 students died, and met with family members of the victims, as well as first responders. A touching sight over the weekend in Boston. About 3,000 runners and bombing victims gathered to run and walk the last mile of the 26.2-mile race. The event, known as One Run, kicked off at Kenmore Square and ended at the official finish line. A National Memorial Day concert was held on the Capitol West Lawn in Washington, D.C. Sunday evening. The program honored the patriotism of Americans who have served our country, paying tribute to their sacrifices, as well as their families and loved ones. That's a look at today's Eye Opener, your world this morning.
And good Monday morning. We're looking at really good weather for your Memorial Day, and it is 5:55. Ding, 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 ding. I forgot the bell, so there you go. But we do have a nice day coming, and a lot of people have graduated. A lot of graduation parties happening today. If you've planned that sort of thing, I know I'll be attending one later on this afternoon. Great weather for it. Sunny, beautiful, warm, 70 to 75 out there on the lawns this afternoon. This morning, though, rather cold. We've got East Heartland coming in at 41. New Milford, around 40 degrees this morning. And as we look at Jeff's temperature in Staffordville, he's got 34 degrees this morning. And I'm turning my page over to thank Mary Beth for that temperature in New Milford, and Paul in East Heartland. Thanks for letting us know what's going on. Now, we're cold here. It's not to the southwest, and we do expect that warmer weather to come our way as we head into the midweek. The leading edge to that is going to be some showers and thunderstorms. So we're going to go to our early morning futurecast and give you the heads up that these may actually come in as early as Tuesday late afternoon. Here's about 9:30 on Tuesday. Look what's happening by around, between 5 and 7 o'clock. We're starting to see the showers and thunderstorms start to work in towards Connecticut as early as then. So we do have some wet weather coming back, Olessa, but it's the leading edge to warm air, not cold air. We'll see in a few minutes.
Warm and humid air.
Warm and humid, yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, a special Memorial Day story. Hear from people inspired by a veteran who's making a difference even after his time in service. And then Memorial Day plus nice weather. Why not go to the beach? We take you live to Hammonasset State Park. It's just one of many places along the coast where you can spend your day. We'll be right back.
Send us your pictures and video. Use the Eyewitness feature on the Channel 3 app. Exclusive stories you can't see anywhere else.
Just got off the phone with Hartford Police.
Can you give me your attorney's name?
News you can only see on 3.
It's been 6 months, so the I-Team decided to follow up to see. You're going to see why folks are upset.
First, with breaking news.
This is video you will only see on Eyewitness News.
2 neighbors actually came over with a ladder.
On the air before the other guys are on the scene.
Now, according to these police documents,
local news you can only see on Eyewitness News.
When it comes to building a custom garage, there really is a lot involved. Luckily, the Barnyard is here to help you. The Barnyard can handle all of the design, all of the engineering, the foundation services, and also complete the finishing touches on your structure. There are many decisions to make when it comes to the building process. We try to make them as clear and concise as possible, leading to the ultimate perfect building. We have a reputation of going above and beyond, and we try to do that in every project.
Hey, Randy!
Hey, Paul.
I'm watching SportsCenter live. I've got Cox, so I get it on my Watch ESPN app. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I get it from Cox, too.
Oh, why aren't you watching it?
So I wouldn't be able to see that hole.
What hole? Oh.
That hole.
I'm okay, Randy. Good talking to you, buddy.
Introducing our 24-month savings repeat. Enjoy Cox Advanced TV for just $24.99 a month, guaranteed for 24 months. Now with Watch ESPN. Call today for our best offer ever.
Woo! Sign a waiver.
Waiver?
Two seats, one for you and one for racing legend Mario Andretti. The fastest seat in sports sweepstakes. Enter for a chance to start an IZOD IndyCar Series race at shophonda.com.
Straight to the heart.
Your life holds changes. Your health holds everything.
Like an old friend.
And here in Connecticut, people also know a health plan worth holding on to.
You know us by heart.
At Connecticut, we know that different kinds of people want different kinds of caring. So we offer you a range of health plans, optimized for where you are in life and what your life holds.
You know us by
Connecticut.
Today's big stories are on Eyewitness News this morning. First, the community in mourning after 2 teens died in a car crash over the weekend. The latest on the investigation and the services being offered to comfort friends and family today.
And after a long haul this weekend, we're finally seeing some good weather. We'll have the details on that next.
And later, after a break in the clouds, the weather could make for busy beaches this morning. We're on your side, taking you to the best summertime destinations in Connecticut. Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning starts right now.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning.
First at 6, we begin with the weather. Let's take a live look at New Haven. This morning, a beautiful sunshine there and a beautiful shot of the Iwo Jima Memorial in Newington on this Memorial Day. Patches of rainy weather put a damper on our weekend plans, but today the sun is peeking through the clouds and many people are ready to welcome summer. Good morning, I'm Olessa Stepanova. Irene O'Connor and Eric Parker have the day off. So does Scott Haney. So to tell us what we can expect today, let's get right over to meteorologist Mike Cameron.
All right, Olessa, it's looking pretty good for today. Lots of sunshine out there. It is cold, though. So if you're heading out early to line up in one of these parades, I know a lot of scouts, they get out early. If you happen to be, in the VFW and you're out there early, make sure that you dress warmly before you head on out because it's still really cold. Lots of sunshine, though, in the forecast for today. And it does turn warm by this afternoon, so it's a very changeable temperature. So have that short sleeve shirt underneath. You're going to want it by afternoon if you're going to be out all day. Now, we still have this frost advisory until 8 o'clock for Litchfield County. But I have to say, there are other areas sprinkled about Connecticut that have temperatures close enough to me towards that frost level that I'd suspect that there could be some isolated frost outside of the county lines of Litchfield. So bear that in mind this morning. It is rather cold. In fact, at Willimantic at the airport there, 37. We've got 36 in Torrington, but 43 in Waterbury and 38 in Danbury and 49 in New Haven. Just depends on where you are as to what kind of temperature you wake up to this morning. It's those sheltered lower locations in the countryside most susceptible to the frost this morning. Where are we normally? 51. So it's really cold. In fact, it's close to that record 37. And this is for Bradley. So Bradley's not quite there, but there are a lot of other areas that are below that 37 degrees this morning. Early morning pinpoint Doppler, quiet. We won't have to use this guy today at all. So that's good news. But as we take a look at the satellite and radar, I do want to show you, by panning out just a little bit, that we do have some showers and thunderstorms amassing to the southwest. These, I think, we'll deal with either Tuesday evening or into Wednesday morning. It's a warm front that eventually means warmer weather coming to Connecticut. But in the short term, it's dry, it's cool this morning. Here's the skyline of Hartford, and as we look towards Waterbury, just a wonderful start to your Memorial Day. Your what to wear forecast this morning, definitely the jackets, but this afternoon, short sleeves, 72 to 73 with sunshine. So we do have a warm up at the store. We've been taking a look at it. We'll take another look at the timeline on this with our 7-day coming up next. Olessa.
Mike, thank you.
It's heartbreaking to see people that I care about like this. To know that a girl died for no reason, reckless.
As police continue to investigate this weekend's deadly crash in South Windsor, Help is being made available for friends of the victims. The crash on Abbey Road killed 2 teens and sent 3 others to the hospital. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland is on your side in South Windsor with the details.
Good morning. Well, as friends and family continue to grieve, that roadside memorial here on Abbey Road continues to grow. You can see it right there. A number of candles, flowers, homemade signed balloons, even stuffed animals. Now, tomorrow, counselors will be at hand at both Rockville and East Windsor high schools. And this morning, the Vernon Youth Bureau services will be open from 10 to noon for anyone who needs help. Early this morning, 2 South Windsor police officers returned to the site of Saturday's deadly crash. An accident that's impacted 3 towns, 5 families, and countless friends.
It's heartbreaking to see people that I care about like this. To know that a girl died for no reason, reckless.
Killed in the crash were 15-year-old Brooke Wormstead of East Windsor and 18-year-old Matthew Massey of Vernon. 3 other teens, 16-year-old Megan Barnaby of East Windsor, 19-year-old Sarah Ballard, and 17-year-old Christina Hupp, both of South Windsor, were also injured and rushed to a hospital. On Sunday night, about 100 people gathered at the crash site to remember the 2 young lives lost. A roadside memorial of flowers, balloons, and candles quickly grew as teenagers gathered to grieve.
And he was such a great person. He was just graduating this year, and he just turned 18, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and he had it planned out.
Police tell us the driver of the SUV went off Abbey Road, crashing through a number of trees before finally landing in a grassy area. Police believe speed may have been a factor, and neighbors tell us they've seen their fair share of accidents on this stretch of road. But Saturday's crash is one that will stay with them for a while.
I think the picture will stay with me. The car repeatedly hitting trees, and then of course to open the front door and hear children screaming.
Metro Traffic Services, along with the South Windsor Police Department, continue to investigate. We're on your side in South Windsor. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow for a suspicious death in Sterling. The victim, 40-year-old Marcus Bisbane of Weathersfield, was found in his car on Saturday after a crash along Route 14A. Police say he suffered from a chest injury not related to the crash. Investigators say some sort of verbal dispute led to Bisbane's injury. They're now looking at a second location they're calling a crime scene. State police are investigating a deadly wrong-way crash on I-84 in West Hartford. It happened early Sunday morning. They say 46-year-old Manny Lamb of Waterbury was driving westbound in the eastbound lane around 1:30 a.m. when his Honda Accord slammed into a pickup truck driven by 20-year-old Christian Romero of West Hartford. Romero was killed, and Lamb is suffering from serious injuries. Anyone with information is being asked to call state police. Eyewitness News has learned the name of the man killed in an officer-involved shooting in Ridgefield. He's been identified as 75-year-old John Veluzo. Veluzo, a decorated Korean War vet, was also the founder and president of the Military Museum of Southern New England in Danbury. State police say local officers responded to his home on Friday night for a possible domestic dispute. They found Veluzo armed with a handgun in the front yard. According to troopers, Veluzo pointed the gun at police, forcing them to open fire. Investigators are working to figure out what caused the fire at a home in East Haddam over the weekend. The startled homeowner jumped out of bed to the sound of shattering glass. The family managed to escape, and the homeowner was treated at a local hospital for smoke inhalation. Today's top stories right here on Eyewitness News. On this Memorial Day, we're honoring the sacrifices of those who served our country. Coming up, we'll tell you how President Obama will be remembering our country's heroes today. And later at 6:30, one man is raising awareness for war veterans, one step at a time, how he has inspired a community. And right after the break, planning a beach day or wrap up your weekend? We're on your side with the best places to hit the waves.
Friskies, now serving breakfast.
Hi, I'm Todd, Director, here with my dad, Dave, Director.
Connecticut Lighting Centers is your source for quality lighting for your home, both inside and out, featuring Hinckley Lighting.
No matter what lighting you choose, Hinckley has today's styles at affordable prices.
Shop Connecticut Lighting Centers for lighting, fans, decorative hardware, and home accents featuring Hinckley Lighting in Hartford and Southington.
At Connecticut Lighting Centers, we put the accent on your home.
Based on the hit film and the incredible true story that inspired it, Catch Me If You Can is the high-flying new Broadway musical about Frank W. Abagnale Jr., a teenager who runs away from home in search of the glamorous life. New York Magazine calls it a spectacular spectacular that takes you through the night with flying colors. Catch Me If You Can, the new Broadway musical. Book your seats today.
Coming to the Bushnell, May 28th through June 2nd.
Hi folks, Russ here at Express Kitchens, where we have this gorgeous kitchen for less than $5,000 installed. This is our 20-foot Elan kitchen package. It comes with all wood upper and lower cabinets, beautiful crown molding, laminate countertops, tilt-out trays, pull-out wastebasket, and a cutlery tray. All this installed in your home for less than $5,000. Express Kitchens, growing, growing, growing. Now open in West Springfield.
Scott Haney back at Middlebury Consignment. Trust me, before you buy anywhere else, do yourself a favor and check out this amazing place. It's about great buys all day, every day. Middlebury Consignment and a whole lot more. Come spend the day.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, contact Agent Steve Boccarosa in Milford or David Bannis in Shelton today.
What are we looking at? No clue.
Today may be the day beachgoers have been waiting for. It's been a soggy Memorial Day weekend so far, but with temperatures expected to rise, beaches in our state are expecting to see some large crowds. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Rayner is on your side live at Hammonasset Beach with more. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, Olessa. Well, now that the sun is up, it is absolutely beautiful out here on the beach, and it won't be long before people are headed out here with their umbrellas, with their beach chairs to kind of stake their spot out on the beach, because it's been a rough weekend, and maybe today finally they can get out there and enjoy this beautiful weather. Now, earlier this weekend, actually, we talked to a couple of people who are camping here. Instead of wearing bathing suits, they've been huddling up by the fire in jackets and wearing gloves. Now, the beach was deserted. Many say coming to Hammonasset Beach is something they do every year. Although the weather hasn't been cooperating so far, they say they're trying to make the best of it.
Got to take the bad with the good that comes out, and still can't let that put a damper on things. Have a good time.
And you're taking a look at live pictures out there. There are a few fishermen just out here again fishing and just enjoying this beautiful weather. Now, we want to mention that this beach was hit very hard by Hurricane Sandy, and they worked very hard to get it cleaned up for this weekend. Now that the weather is nice, hopefully now people can get out and enjoy it. On your side, live at Hammonasset Beach, Kate Rayner, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Coming up, trouble at the track. Several fans were hurt while at a NASCAR race over the weekend. What crews say came down on them as they were watching from the stands. Plus, an aggressive new approach to cracking down on drug dealers in one state is causing controversy. The serious charges accused drug dealers could now face.
Cold and sunny now, warm and sunny by this afternoon. We'll take a look at your forecast, which includes beautiful weather. Coming up next.
Put the power of early warning pinpoint Doppler in the palm of your hand.
Eyewitness News is on your side and on the go, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. On your side, Eyewitness News.
Welcome to Raymore and Flanagan's Mattress Gallery with the largest and best mattress selection anywhere in the Northeast. Wake up to savings on a Serta. Queen sets start at only $399. Save $250 on Stearns & Foster, $500 on Beauty Rest Black. Great prices on Tempur-Pedic. No money down, no interest financing, free next day delivery, setup, and old mattress removal. This is your wake-up call. Raymore and Flanagan's Mattress Gallery.
Kick
off the summer at Namco's Memorial Day sale. For 2 days only, our 18-foot Mirage pool is just $11.99. Our luxurious Contempra comes with a free pool package. And our 9-piece San Marco patio set is only $5.99. Pool opening kits are just $18.99. And get an extra 20% off all pools and patio sets. All with 36 months special financing. Hurry to Namco's 2-day Memorial Day sale while supplies last.
Erica had a rough day. There was this and this. She got a parking ticket. And she forgot to pay her credit card bill on time. Good thing she's got the City Simplicity card. It doesn't charge late fees or a penalty rate, ever. As in never, ever. Now, about that parking ticket. The City Simplicity card is the only card that never has late fees, a penalty rate, or an annual fee, ever. Go to city.com/simplicity to apply.
Here's proof that frozen is fresher than fresh. Ray's authentic New York bagels are kettle boiled and baked in Brooklyn, New York, with no additives or artificial ingredients. Then they're flash frozen to lock in the freshness. 5 minutes in your toaster oven and you've got a fresh, hot, real New York bagel. Ray is so confident that once you try a bag, he's gotcha. He's giving them away. Go online to raysnewyorkbagels.com to get your free coupon. Ray's New York Bagels, fresh in your grocer's freezer.
President Obama will mark Memorial Day at a special event outside of Washington, D.C. He'll place a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery later this morning. The president will then give a speech honoring men and women who died for our country. Earlier this holiday weekend, the president called on everyone to support America's military personnel in any way they can. Now to the latest on the devastation in Oklahoma. President Obama visited the city of Moore yesterday to see the tornado damage firsthand. He promised the nation's help to rebuild after that deadly twister that killed 24 people. Later on Sunday, the community gathered at a memorial service to honor the victims, first responders, and teachers who kept students safe during the storm.
Debris started falling everywhere around us, and then it turned black, and I don't remember for a while. I just kept singing.
The tornado with 200-mile-an-hour winds damaged or destroyed 12,000 homes. Stay with Channel 3 Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the devastation in Oklahoma. We'll have the very latest information for you, both on air and online. Meanwhile, in Texas, more tragedy. Flooding caused by heavy rains has killed at least 3 people. The high waters trapped cars, flooded homes, and forced some people to be rescued off rooftops. One woman died in her car after it was swept away before firefighters could reach her. And the body of the third storm victim, an 18-year-old, was found on Sunday. He died while trying to swim across a rain-swollen river outside San Antonio. Officials say he got caught off guard by the speed of the water. The San Antonio airport recorded nearly 10 inches of rain on Saturday, the second highest daily rainfall in the city's history.
Well, good morning. We are off to a running start here on this Monday with temperatures that are already climbing from where they were. They were down in the basement this morning in many areas. You can see with our neighborhood weather that in Bristol we had a low of 42. In Washington at Horace Mann School it was 41. South Windsor at the high school 40, and in East Haven 39. But these high temperatures are about where we are now, which upper 40s in some cases. So already starting to come up here, climbing the wall like I'm sure Bella could, but the problem is Bella is lost. If you've seen Bella, more than likely she's been around Main Street in Newington. At least that's the last place she's been seen by Vanessa, the owner, whose number is 203-675-1997. If you see this cute dog roaming around where she shouldn't be, give Vanessa a call. Our early warning satellite and radar showing we got good weather to search for her. You can see lots of clear sky here across the northeastern part of the country. A nice west to northwesterly flow ensures today will stay sunny. So no cloud buildup or anything like that for today. But then we're watching to the west these showers and thunderstorms. We are going to see something from the remnants of this. It's a line of showers and storms involved with a warm front that's sitting out here. And this warm front is going to make its way all the way through New England and get us into the steamy air that's sitting to the south. So we are expecting to see summer weather return, and I think the timing on that's probably by Wednesday. So now is going to be nice and refreshing. We'll see temperatures that are comfortable this afternoon. And then by Wednesday, we're talking about more humidity in the air. Thursday, the heat comes in and it turns like summer. But it's going to be gorgeous today. Cold start, yes, but really nice finish. 73 in Hartford and Middletown. Enfield area about 74 today. Torrington, the Northwest Hills, upper 60s to about 70. For Waterbury through Danbury, 71 to 72. And looking along the shoreline, even by the water, New Haven, Bridgeport, Old Saybrook, New London, Lyme, we'll see temperatures around the 70-degree mark. Cool again overnight tonight with lows in the 40s. No frost concern this coming night. And in our early warning futurecast all the way through, lots of sunshine. As we go through noon and into the afternoon, stunning weather's coming our way. Here's about 3 o'clock. Hardly cloud in the sky past then. Even into Monday night, skies will remain clear and our wind is going to remain relatively calm, and that's why we're expecting another chilly night ahead. So starting off Tuesday, you're trudging to work, you're going to school. It is going to be rather cool at the start of the day. We're watching some showers and storms will start to approach by late Tuesday. This model is the earliest of several that I've been looking at. So several models are saying this will hold off until Wednesday morning. Either way, midweek we've got some showers and storms, and then the heat and humidity follows after that. And that's in your early morning 7-day forecast. Until then, enjoy what we have. It is going to be a beautiful day. 73 inland, 72 along the shoreline. So even the beaches are going to be nice and mild today. Then overnight tonight, cool, down to the 40s. Tomorrow, 70s again. Partly sunny with increasingly cloudy skies in the afternoon. And then Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, somewhere around that time frame, the first showers come in. Showers and storms often on Wednesday, even into Thursday morning. And then the heat and humidity's here starting Thursday with highs in the mid-80s, near 90 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a steamy weekend coming. Really going to start to feel like summer by then.
It's about time.
It is about time, and it's about time to celebrate some birthdays.
Okay.
We've got Alexis Van Cole of Hartford's turning 29, Bernadine Nelson, Melissa Don, happy birthday. We've got James A. and James J. That's a father-son duo celebrating your birthday today. I wonder how they arranged that. That's cool. Edwin Soto, a couple of anniversaries. William and Sandra McCabe of Mystic, 8 years today, and Bob and Terrell Imperato, 36 years.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Awesome.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Eyewitness News is everywhere across America this morning. 10 NASCAR fans were hurt Sunday after a nylon rope fell from an overhead TV camera and onto the racetrack. Most of the injuries at the Charlotte Motor Speedway were cuts and scrapes, but 3 people had to be hospitalized. There's no word yet why the rope fell. And there's now a plan to temporarily replace a Washington State bridge that partially collapsed last week. The Interstate 5 bridge fell into the Skagit River Thursday after a truck hit a support beam. No one died, but the bridge will be closed through the fall. In the meantime, crews will soon start building 2 temporary bridges to take drivers across the water. They should be up and running within 3 weeks. 16 people died and 19 were hurt after a bus blew a tire and flipped over in central Mexico. Officials say the accident happened Sunday afternoon as the bus was taking tourists back from a weekend trip to the thermal baths in the Hidalgo state. The bus was a model from the 1970s and investigators say it was in poor condition. Police in Kentucky want help in finding the person who shot and killed an officer inside his squad car. Investigators say the murder of 33-year-old Bardstown officer Jason Ellis was premeditated. He was hit with several shotgun blasts while on his way home last week. Investigators say it looks like he was ambushed. An aggressive approach, a new approach to take down drug dealers in Minnesota is drawing a lot of attention. People who are caught selling drugs there could now face murder charges. Instead of charging a person for drug dealing, prosecutors are using a state law that allows them to pursue a more serious charge of third-degree murder for unintentionally causing another person's death. Advocates think it'll help people think twice about dealing drugs. So far, murder charges have been brought against 6 defendants arrested for selling drugs in Minnesota. Coming up, it's time for the stories that are trending now. First, a low-speed chase caught on camera. The small-time suspects police were trying to get a hold of. And coming up on Trending Now, we're sure this is not what people had in mind when it came to alternative fuels. What gets this motor running when we return.
Is that awesome barbecue Mike or depressing stories Dan? Dan.
I'm out.
Hey, Sarah, you guys coming to the funeral?
There's more to see with Sears Optical, like 40% off a pair of eyeglasses and 60% off a second pair. So hurry into Sears Optical today.
What are your plans for this summer? E.A. Quinn Landscape Contracting. Go to eaquinn.com to browse our extensive galleries of stonework and landscape designs and discover endless possibilities.
Set the rules in your home.
Make a pledge not to provide alcohol to teens.
And you can win an alcohol-free prom or graduation party for your teen's school.
Visit settherulesct.org and make the pledge.
The Memorial Day celebration is here, now with impressive limited time offers and a big selection on the lots and ready to go, including Cruise Eco with the best highway mileage of any gas engine in America. Or choose Equinox with the most rear seat legroom of any 5-passenger vehicle in its class. So hurry to the Memorial Day celebration before it's gone. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealer. Now get a 2013 Chevy Cruze LS for only around $149 a month.
Eyewitness News is on your side. Got a problem? We can help. Call On Your Side at 860-244-1640 or email onyourside.
We've been building fences for over 80 years. Hundreds of miles of great fence for thousands of great customers.
To celebrate, we're rolling back our prices to make beautiful vinyl fence affordable for everyone.
No shortcuts. Great designs and built to last. And if you want it today,
you'll get it today. So for new fence or fence repair,
Orange Fence.
Still strong.
After all these years.
Just like the fence we built.
If you or a loved one is fighting advanced stage cancer, you know the battle is going to be tough. That's why at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, we combine medical expertise with nutritional support and naturopathic medicine to treat the whole person and minimize the most feared side effects.
Once we decide the treatment plan, then we think, okay, what are the side effects that this patient is going to have? What can we do to minimize the symptoms?
Cancer Treatment Centers of America in Philadelphia. Care that never quits. Call or visit cancercenter.com. Appointments available now.
The arthritis in my knee had gotten so bad I was missing out on the things I love most. It was time to call my orthopedic surgeon. My doctor explained my x-ray to me. It was time to consider a total knee replacement. To make the surgery less painful, Touchpoint's prehab program prepared me for surgery, and that combined with their rehabilitation got me walking with a cane in just 5 days. Joint replacements and Touchpoints. It's the best decision I ever made.
Choose Touchpoints, and we will help you get well, live well, and be well.
Just about 6:27, it's time for the stories that are trending now. A 3-day weekend is the perfect time to unwind. Maybe you can even squeeze in some time at the spa. Well, one dog doesn't have to go far. He has a personal massage therapist right at home. Take a look. This adorable cat was caught on video lovingly massaging this pug named Toby. It's so cute. It looks like the relaxation technique works because Toby is out like a light. This video has gone viral. It has more than 1 million views. Look at that.
Apparently no declawed, maybe?
I don't know. I don't think Toby cared.
All right, not your typical high-speed chase. Police in Florida ended up going after some unlikely suspects. Police and animal services there chased a pair of goats yesterday. They were first seen running down a highway. Police were able to round them up nearly 4 hours.
Oh, he's fast.
And 4 miles later, once these animals got loose, of course, you don't know where they're going, you don't know who owns them, and if somebody doesn't claim them, they're gonna have to be auctioned off, and I need a lawnmower, so
you'd like a goat?
Yeah.
Okay. Engineering students in Kansas City, Missouri are fueling a car with social media. The engine of this 1967 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia runs on tweets, Instagram, and Facebook posts. Tweets and other social media send a signal to a box in the car that lets it know to start running. You can help the car run by tweeting hashtag #MindDrive. Those students will show off their invention this Friday in Washington, D.C.
You know, if they ran on WFSBs, it'd go across the country.
Yeah.
No problem at all. It'd be awesome. I hate to break it to you, but this next wedding will probably put yours to shame, I think. 25,000 people showed up to witness a wedding in Israel over the weekend. In fact, there were so many guests, some had to use binoculars to see. The 18-year-old groom is the future leader of a prominent Hasidic Jewish sect there. The wedding lasted until dawn the next day. Wouldn't want to see the tab on that one.
Those are some of the stories that are trending now. And we want to know what you're talking about. You can join in the conversation. Find us on Facebook and on Twitter. You can find Mike there as well. We'll see you online.
I'm Michael Lindsay. I started with one car and a belief that you deserved a choice and better service. Lindsay is always on time with a new car and the most experienced, knowledgeable chauffeurs in the business.
Lindsay Limousine. Perfect service every time.
The Cormier Nissan in Manchester deals of excellence just got even better with up to $2,000 in Memorial Day bonus cash during Nissan's Sign and Drive sales event. Now is the best time to buy a new Nissan with zero initial payment, zero down, zero security deposit, and zero drive-off lease, like a 2013 Sentra for just $179 a month, a 2013 Altima just $189 a month, or a 2013 Rogue only $199 a month. But hurry, the Sign and Drive sales event ends May 31st at the Cormier Nissan in Manchester.
When you sleep on my Bobopedic Cirrus, it's like floating on a cloud.
It redefines comfort.
And at only $7.99, it's an extreme value.
Tempur-Pedic's Cloud Supreme is $25.49 on sale.
You call that a sale?
$17.50 more than yours? I call it ridiculous.
Their regular price is $26.99.
$1,900 more. That's obscene.
Mine is only $7.99, and you sleep just as well. You be the judge.
Sometimes circles just make sense. Most knee replacements follow an oval motion. The Get Around knee from Stryker is designed to replace the knee's naturally circular motion. Don't just replace your knee, replace the way your knee moves. All surgery has risks. Recovery takes time and individual results vary. The lifetime of any device is limited and depends on several factors like weight and activity level. Ask your doctor if the Get Around knee is right for you.
Universal Tile invites you to their annual indoor tent sale June 3rd through 8th. Save 20 to 70% on all tile products in stock, including decorative pieces, glass mosaics, and more. Check out universaltile.biz for all the savings. Universal Tile, 301 Murphy Road, Hartford.
Put the power of early warning pinpoint Doppler in the palm of your hand.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News this morning.
First at 6:30, a community in mourning. Counselors will be available for grieving teens this morning as police continue to investigate this weekend's deadly car crash in South Windsor. The crash on Abbey Road killed 2 teenagers while seriously injuring 3 others. Good morning, I'm Olessa Stepanova in for Eric Parker and Irene O'Connor. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland is on your side in South Windsor with all the details. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Well, you can see the grieving process is well underway with this roadside memorial that's been set up here within the past few days to help folks as they come to terms with what has happened here late Saturday night. To help as the grieving process continues, Vernon Youth Services, the Bureau, will have its support staff available this morning. Also, counselors will be available tomorrow at both Rockville and East Windsor High Schools. With their flashlights out, 2 South Windsor police officers go over the scene of Saturday's deadly crash off Abbey Road. As police investigate, friends and family continue to mourn the 2 young lives lost. This was the scene Sunday night, a roadside prayer service to remember the victims. Some lit candles, others brought balloons, many left behind fresh-cut flowers.
Heartbreaking. It's one of the most devastating things that could have ever happened. He was such a great person. He was just graduating this year, and he just turned 18, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and he had it planned out.
It's been an emotional past 2 days as friends and family gather. About 100 showed up at the crash site Sunday night to remember the victims. 18-year-old Matthew Massey of Vernon, along with 15-year-old Brooke Wormstead of East Windsor.
It shows me how much Brooke was loved, but I know how much Brooke was loved. Brooke was loved by her family, and she was loved by her friends.
Injured were 16-year-old Megan Barnaby of East Windsor, along with 19-year-old Sarah Ballard and 17-year-old Christina Hupp, both of South Windsor. Police tell us the driver of the SUV went off Abbey Road, hitting trees and landing in a grassy area. Police believe speed may have been a factor, and neighbors tell us crashes on this stretch are nothing new.
This is the fourth accident now in 10 years where police and ambulances and, the whole, everything had to respond.
Again, staff will be available from 10 to noon today at the Vernon Youth Services Bureau to provide support for anyone who might need it. As for the cause of this crash, it's still under investigation with the Metro Traffic Services along with the South Windsor Police Department heading up that investigation. We're on your side in South Windsor. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you. And new this morning, Plainfield police say they're investigating a one-car crash. It happened on Norwich Road around 7 o'clock last night. This is a picture sent to us by police. Authorities say the car flipped into a tree after the driver, 29-year-old Benjamin Audette, hit a curb, crossed the center line, and struck a stone wall. Police say Audette was ejected from the car. He was transported to the hospital to be treated for injuries. But there's no word yet on his condition at this time. Anyone with information on the crash should call Plainfield Police. Eyewitness News has learned that the pilot killed after a medical flight crashed in upstate New York on Friday was a man from Stamford. The body of John Campbell was recovered from the wreckage, along with the body of another woman. Searchers are still trying to find the body of the woman's husband. Police say Campbell was flying the couple back from Boston, where the husband was receiving cancer treatment. The twin-engine plane crashed near Albany. The NTSB is investigating. Now let's turn to the weather. An unbelievable picture out of upstate New York, where a weekend storm this weekend dropped up to 3 feet of snow near the border with Vermont. This is unbelievable. Fortunately, we don't have any problems like that here. And this is a live look at the Iwo Jima Memorial in Newington this morning. Promises to be a beautiful Memorial Day, especially if you're heading to the beach. Here to tell us how long we can expect this break from the clouds is meteorologist Mike Cameron. He's in for Scott Haney, who's probably out enjoying this beautiful weather today.
Oh, he's probably up there at Whiteface Mountain, which is where that was taken.
You think? I don't know.
I won't bet any money on it.
It's a good idea.
But yeah, that was up in the Adirondacks. The Green Mountains too saw up to 6 inches of snow. There were parts of the White Mountains as well. We showed you some pictures there in the White Mountains too, where we did have snow as well. And here at home, we didn't worry about that, but we could have had some frost in a few areas this morning. Might still, as temperatures in some areas like Salisbury down to 33. Willimantic is coming in at 37 degrees. But at least places near the shoreline like New Haven, Bridgeport, Groton, a little bit better than that in the 40s. And you can see Hartford and Windsor Locks coming in the low to mid 40s right now. And they're only going to go up from here, these readings. No more trouble with frost after 8 o'clock. The frost advisory for Litchfield County is going to expire then. And when we talk about warm-up, today's warm-up is because the sun comes up and we have the normal course of the day where you do have the warmest air during the afternoon. And when the sun sets, of course, it gets colder. But another way you can warm up is you can actually have air move. And the air out across Kansas City and Tulsa and Dallas is already in the low 70s now. At this time of the morning, that warm, sultry air is on the move, and it looks like we're talking about summertime heat here by the end of the week. So there are some changes coming our way in the Department of Warmth as we talk about later this week. Right now, though, cool out there in Middletown, lots of sunshine. Our iCam over New Haven showing the beautiful Old Glory in the wind. And you can see there in Torrington this morning, after a very cold start, we're making some progress. Temperatures now in the low to mid 40s, maybe even upper 40s along the shoreline. In your what to wear forecast, warrant a jacket. Later on this afternoon, you won't need it, with highs 72 to 73. We'll talk more about that warm-up for the coming week, I should say, Olessa, coming up next.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mike. Get your grill, your bathing suit, and your towels. Warmer weather is on the horizon just in time for Memorial Day. Beaches in our state are expected to be crowded today, and that's where we find Eyewitness News reporter Kate Rayner. She's live at Hammonasset Beach with more.
Well, good morning, Olessa. Isn't this just a beautiful live shot behind me? We are standing right on the beach at Hammonasset Beach And it is beautiful because they've worked really hard over the past several months to get this beach cleaned up after Hurricane Sandy. It did hit this beach very hard, and they worked to get it open. For today, we're already seeing some people out here. They are out on the water fishing. Now, we want you to take a look at the video that we shot last year, because on Memorial Day, this is how Hammonasset Beach normally looks. Look at the crowd. But because of the weather this weekend, look at this. There was not a soul on the beach. Now, although no one was near the water, hundreds are at the Hammonasset campground. Despite the bad weather, they say they have been trying to just make the best of it.
Generally, we're in shorts and t-shirts and packed our bathing suits, but as you can see, we have hoodies and mittens.
And you could see, again, that's a live look at the beautiful ocean this morning. Again, crowds are expected to be even bigger than normal because of the bad weekend, the bad weather, actually, earlier this weekend. On your side, live at Hammonasset Beach, Kate Rayner, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. Happening today, Memorial Day remembrances will be held around the state. Middletown will be honoring our nation's veterans with a parade later this morning. Several streets will be closed along the parade route. Main Street will be closed between Spring and Union Street. Pleasant Street will be closed between Main and South Street. And Washington Street will be closed beginning at High Street. The on-ramp to Route 9 and the Aragoni Bridge will stay open. The parade starts at 10 this morning. There will be a 21-gun salute at a naval submarine base in New London at noon. Organizers say it's to honor men and women who died in the armed services. Other American military installations around the world will hold similar events. And the town of Willington is also paying tribute to our troops with a parade. Crowds are asked to meet at the town green at 8 this morning. The parade kicks off at 8:30. Much more to come on Eyewitness News this morning. First, more on a teen's plot to blow up his high school, what investigators found when they searched his bedroom. And later, a war hero is raising awareness step by step, why his daily walk is inspiring a community.
Channel 3 honors the memory of those who served our country.
Matt's brakes didn't sound right, so I brought my car to Mike at Meineke. We inspected his brakes for free. Free is good. Free is very good.
Now for a limited time, you can get 50% off brake pads and shoes at Meineke.
My money, my choice. My Meineke.
Did you know over the past 40 years, nobody has sold more VWs in Connecticut than Langen Volkswagen? That tells you they're doing it right. Friendly people, great selection, fabulous prices. Langen Volkswagen, Connecticut's best VW dealer.
We teach our kids to persevere, keep at it, finish what they start. But when legislators in Hartford talk about giving up on last year's education reform law and cutting back on efforts to improve every school, they're not just setting a bad example, they're setting bad policy, making it harder for students to succeed, no matter how hard they try. Let's keep working to raise student achievement for every zip code, every classroom, every kid.
Hi, welcome to Toyota. I'm Jan.
Hi, Jack's gonna pick us a car.
Yeah, Toyotas is so reliable, he could drive it one day. Great timing. It's our Toyota Time Sales event.
Camry, safe, reliable. What color?
Oh, red with a cool stereo. We have that.
And right now, you can lease Camry for just $189 a month. Plus, now until May 28th, get an additional $1,000 Memorial Day bonus cash when you lease Camry. But hurry, these Memorial Day savings end soon. Toyota, let's go places.
What are we looking at? No clue.
As the country pauses to reflect on the sacrifices our servicemen and women have made, lawmakers in Washington are battling to protect members in the military from sexual assault. Channel 3's Tara Mergener has more.
The Obama administration made sexual assault crimes a front and center topic during speeches to the future leaders of the military this weekend. On Friday, President Obama took up the issue at the Naval Academy graduation.
We have to be determined to stop these crimes because they've got no place in the greatest military on earth.
And Saturday, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel delivered the same message to the Army at the U.S. Military Academy.
This scourge must be stamped out. We're all accountable and responsible for ensuring that this happens. We cannot fail the Army or America.
West Point cadets have seen firsthand the damage that sexual assault inflicts on military personnel. 2 weeks ago, Sergeant First Class Michael McClendon, a staff officer at the military academy, was charged with secretly filming female cadets in the showers and bathroom. Congress is also taking up the issue with legislation that would crack down on offenders and prohibit commanders from overturning sexual assault convictions.
What has to happen here is legislation to ensure that we can take the reporting out of the chain of command.
The bill would also punish military members found guilty of sexual assault with dismissal or a dishonorable discharge.
Commanders who allow this to continue to flourish, quite frankly, should be fired.
A bipartisan group of female senators have announced plans to introduce a similar bill. Tara Mergener, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
A teenager from Oregon is expected to be in court tomorrow, accused of plotting to blow up his high school. The 17-year-old was arrested last week. Bomb squads discovered at least 6 homemade bombs and bomb-making materials in a secret compartment in his mother's home. Police say he drew inspiration from the 1999 shooting at Columbine. Students at the suspect's high school describe him as quiet and not well known.
It's just a shock because nobody really knew the kid. I mean, we've all recognized him because we've seen him around school, but nobody's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did it, because they're like, well, I don't even really know who that is.
He'll be charged as an adult with attempted aggravated murder. Coming up, an all-star lineup to honor those who served our country. Highlights from the big Memorial Day concert in Washington, D.C. And later, helping veterans with every step, how one war hero's daily walk has become an inspiration to many.
Uncomplicated sunshine in the forecast for today. Warmer weather, too, as a result of that. As we look to the west, we've got another line of showers and thunderstorms that are making their way closer to us. Coming up, we'll take a look at futurecasts and time those out.
Got a new tablet or smartphone? Download the Channel 3 app to your new mobile device today, because the way you get your news is changing, but who you'll get it from never will.
Center Subaru has 0% financing. 0% on all new Subarus, even 2014 Foresters. 0% on a huge selection of Subarus at Center Subaru. And 110% for your trade. Nobody has a safer lineup of vehicles. Every Subaru model is an IIHS top safety pick. Nobody saves you more than Center Subaru. Nobody. In Torrington and 24/7 at centersubaru.com.
My days aren't easy. From coaxing children out of the magic castle and into the exam room to doing a checkup using only a puppet's voice, things can get pretty hectic. So worrying about payroll and deposits in between patients, it's not going to happen. That's why I chose Liberty Bank.
We know running a business is tough, and we're here to help. Get access to a complete line of business banking solutions designed to make you feel better. Liberty Bank, make a statement.
Can Eric come out and play?
The new Honda Accord versus its 4 top competitors and 1,200 car and driver readers.
I like the car.
Oh, wow. Wow. This baby handles. I like the steering. It's really crisp.
It's pretty rock solid, even more than the Camry.
It does what I think it's going to do.
All I gotta say is wow.
Their conclusion? The Accord is a winner.
See your Central Connecticut Honda dealers today.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, contact Agent Michael Buchek in Meriden or Richard Bondolini in Branford today.
Well, good Monday morning. We are in for a nice day. We've had a cold start to go through first, though. But as one of my friends said, a good friend of mine for many years, he said, the weather funk is over, and we can actually enjoy a pretty good day today. Let me put the show into play to show you where we are with some of the temperatures. I want to thank some of our weather watchers for helping us out this morning. Leo in South Windsor, 39. Dean in Union, 41. He's up close to 1,000 feet, between 900 and 1,000 feet. So the higher up, actually, the warmer it's been this morning. In the hollow there in Colebrook, 32 degrees at Todd's house. So some frost certainly possible in some areas, definitely. I want to remind you, too, that we've got Gracie May on the loose. This is a dog, and there's another picture that was sent in that's really cute, wonderful face, but I think this is probably what you're going to see most likely because she's skittish and probably would run away from you. So there you go. She's in the orange area. If you know where she is, 203-915-1643. So there's Gracie May. If you find her, just call that number. Temperatures out there, cool here, warm to the southwest. Eventually, we're going to see this by the end of the week. The demarcation between the two air masses is where we do see the showers and thunderstorms. Pretty good complex of storms rolled through Omaha, Nebraska. Now they're working in towards Kansas City. Another batch of showers working through the Ohio River Valley. So there are a couple of complexes of storms. It's juicy out here. It's thunderstorm making air. So we'll be watching it closely as this weather front moves closer to us. It's a warm front. The air behind it very much warmer, and that's what's coming in here starting later on Wednesday, and certainly by Thursday it starts to get warm in Connecticut. So as we come close to home, we give you an idea of what we expect today. It's going to be mild, comfortable, low humidity, a wonderful day, partly to mostly sunny skies, generally lower 70s for all of us, and then down into the 40s tonight. Now I want to tell you something that's really cool in the skies above. This is from spaceweather.com. This happened actually last night, but you can look over the next couple of nights. We've got Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury coming very close together in this triangle. And within this week, you can see this in the horizon. Doesn't exactly say which direction you need to look in. I'll have to look up that for you. But you won't see this again until 2026. So it's kind of a cool thing to look for tonight. You'll have clear skies, that's for sure. Early morning futurecast through noon today, lots of sun. And in the afternoon, as it gets into the low 70s, look at this. A lot of sunshines in your forecast all the way through dinner time. And that's in your early warning 7-day forecast. Then tonight, it's not too bad. Down to the 40s, not expecting frost. Tomorrow, 70s again. In fact, a little bit warmer than today. Increasingly cloudy, though. You might even see a shower late in the day, though it's unlikely. Certainly Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms, and we'll see more humid air in here on Wednesday with highs in the 70s. And with the humidity comes the heat starting Thursday. And we're talking 80s to near 90 into next weekend. So summer will come back.
You promise?
I promise. It's there. It's in writing.
I see it.
So are these birthdays, and we got a lot of them, so I'll try and get through them. We've got Kelsey, Angelo, Chase Tanner Harris today. Happy birthday. Brandon Dale Stewart, Mary Schuberth, Mary Hodilla, Angela Lucas Slitt, Jonathan Panella, James Peretz, sorry about that. And then some anniversaries, Donna and Sal, 13 years. Joe and Karen Spagna of Wethersfield, 25 years today. And 36 years, Daniel and Ann Greco of Guilford.
It's a nice day to celebrate all these occasions.
It's going to be gorgeous today. And a great day to honor those who served our country and paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
God bless America, land that I love.
A star-studded tribute to those who defend the Stars and Stripes. Thousands of people gathered in Washington, D.C. last night for a Memorial Day concert. American Idol stars Jessica Sanchez and Candace Glover were among the featured performers. Speakers like retired Army General and former Secretary of State Colin Powell also made tribute to our servicemen and women. A veteran's act of kindness is inspiring a community near Los Angeles, California. For years, Rick Ryan, a Vietnam veteran, would go on a daily walk to escape his memories of the war. But soon, his treks started getting attention as people began to notice he was inspired to help other veterans in need. Each time someone waves, Ryan donates 25 cents to a UCLA program called Operation Mend for soldiers disfigured by war. Ryan's wife says giving back is healing her husband as well.
Quarter at a time. And it's something that's helping him mentally and physically and emotionally.
Ryan is now receiving a flood of donations. So far, he has raised $30,000 for Operation Mend. And a dog tag has been returned to a World War II veteran nearly 7 decades after it had gone missing. 88-year-old Irving Mann lost his tag after stopping for a meal at a French farm. He had offered 2 young girls his rations in exchange for a meal of scrambled eggs. Years later, a relative of those women on the farm found the dog tag and went looking for him online. Now that Mann has his dog tag back, he says he'll never let it go again. And it's the start of summer, meaning blockbuster season is here. Many helped put Fast and the Furious 6 in first place. The high-octane thriller made a $98.5 million debut. The Hangover 3 collected nearly $42.5 million between Friday and Saturday, and Star Trek rounded out the top 3. Before we head to break, let's take a live look from our iCam in Waterbury. Finally, a nice day to wrap up this Memorial Day weekend. When we return, we'll take a final look at your forecast.
The most important moments of the most important news stories. Your world in 90 seconds. The Eye-Opener, only on CBS This Morning.
It's a great time to get a great deal during the Toyota Time Sales Event. Hurry in today. These deals won't last long. And now, great deals just got even better. Get additional Memorial Day lease bonus cash on the RAV4 or Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Your husband is very athletic?
No. He got some really crazy deals at Ocean State.
The crazy deals people go crazy for on everything pool and patio. Ocean State Job Lot. We buy for less, so you buy for less. We stock one of the largest selections of pool chemicals and accessories in the Northeast. Our prices are extraordinary.
Bubba Watson, Keegan Bradley, Mark Leishman, Hunter Mayhem, Justin Rose, Zach Johnson. The Travelers Championship, June 17th through the 23rd.
See life in the best light, outdoors or in. Transitions lenses automatically filter just the right amount of light so you see everything the way it's meant to be seen, maybe even a little better. Experience life well lit. Ask for Transitions adaptive lenses. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield's Blue View Vision now covers Transitions brand lenses. Visit transitions.com/anthem to learn more about how to safely protect your eyes.
Connecticut Getaway at ctvisit.com. Connecticut, still revolutionary.
It's a great time to get a great deal during the Toyota Time Sales Event. Hurry in today. These deals won't last long. And now, great deals just got even better. Get additional Memorial Day lease bonus cash on the RAV4 or Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
E.T.'s summer movie preview. Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Will Smith, Hollywood's biggest stars. Next E.T.
Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 3.
What you got there?
These are my notes.
Okay.
That's my cheat sheet. We're going to get to this in a second because there's a little fact that I didn't tell you about that I will in just a second about an astronomical show that we're going to see tonight. Let's take a look, though, at your forecast for today, Memorial Day. Mainly sunny, dry, milder, 70 to 75 this afternoon. If you're going out to any parades, ceremonies this morning, make sure you have the coat on. And then tonight, temperatures fall back into the low and mid 40s across Connecticut. And I was telling you about a show between, there are 3 planets that are going to come unusually close together, Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury. And I just forgot to get the information on which horizon to look at. It's the western horizon. Sunset, right after sunset is when you should look, and that's around 8:15 tonight.
That's so cool.
It is. It won't happen again until 2016, or rather 2026. So this week you can look and see that. Okay, tomorrow, great day too. 77, lots of sun, showers and storms Wednesday, and they are the preamble to heat and humidity.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. That's our news for now. We leave you here with a look at the Iwo Jima Memorial in Newington.
For a store near you, go to benjaminmoore.com/Hartford.
Is your home feeling cluttered or cramped? Could you use more comfortable living space? Connecticut Basement Systems will design a family room, home theater, home gym, or whatever room you want. Call Larry Janeski's Connecticut Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Denny's red, white, and blue plate specials are as American as apple pie. Especially the apple pie French toast. Try it with our new mild or bold coffee roasts. Only at Denny's.
Center Subaru has 0% financing. 0% on all new Subarus. Even 2014 Foresters. 0% on a huge selection of Subarus at Center Subaru. And 110% for your trade. Nobody has a safer lineup of vehicles. Every Subaru model is an IIHS top safety pick. Nobody saves you more than Center Subaru. Nobody. In Torrington and 24/7 at centersubaru.com.
Straight to the heart.
Your life holds changes. Your health holds everything.
Like an old friend.
And here in Connecticut, people also know a health plan worth holding on to.
You know us by heart.
At Connecticut, we know that different kinds of people want different kinds of caring. So we offer you a range of health plans, optimized for where you are in life and what your life holds.
You know us by heart.
Connecticut.
Progress isn't about where you've been, it's about where you're going. The new Ram 1500, best in class 25 mpg, North American Truck of the Year, four-wheeler pickup truck of the year, better residual value than Ford and Chevy. It's the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, glory, Ram. Trade in your vehicle and get $7,450 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4.
For a store near you, go to benjaminmoore.com/Hartford.
The original investigators, the I-Team, only on Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It's Monday, May 27th, 2013. Welcome to CBS This Morning. Rutgers University faces a new scandal. Former players claim the new athletic director was abusive. Plus, a blast of snow in May, flooding in Texas, and the threat of new tornadoes in Oklahoma.
Another highway overpass collapses, the surprising reason it could happen again. And an Iraq combat veteran writes a note to his younger self about the nature of war and the difficulties of coming home.
But we begin this morning with a look at today's eye-opener. Your world in 90 seconds.
It got personal. It wasn't about the game. It was about attacking our character.
Rutgers' new athletic director faces accusations from her past.
Julie Herman, brought in to fix the athletic department after a coaching abuse scandal, was herself accused of verbally abusing players.
16 years ago, her players submitted a letter complaining that she ruled through emotional abuse. The 49-year-old says she doesn't remember the letter.
Texas search teams recovered the body of a third person believed to be swept away by floodwaters.
He was struggling. I couldn't reach him.
17-year-old Oregon high school student will be in court on Tuesday answering charges to an alleged plot to set off bombs in his high school.
Police said Grant Accord had pipe bombs, homemade napalm, and Molotov cocktails.
10 fans were injured at the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600 when a television camera support line fell and landed on the track.
We are strong and we will rise.
A memorial service was held to remember the 24 people killed following last week's deadly tornado.
The president visited the devastated community to offer his comfort and reassurance.
We say we're going to be there until